Yeah,
It's
and then
actually
she just
10.
went
It's
like
10.
that.
No, don't do that. Stop. Don't be like him, please. Just be nice. I don't have that thing you have where I can pause everybody. Don't make me pause everybody. Or I'll pull a fucking Michelle, and just be me and Dish, and
There
then
was
I'll
there was
invite
no
my people.
nipples.
Then I'll invite my people on. So
My people.
don't
Oh,
don't even get me going because I hate it. Anyways, hi
Hey,
kids.
real quick. Hey, Dish, can you come a little closer to the camera? Let me see your hat. Like, is it?
You know what that stands for? That fucking M on her head stands for Mike. So relax. Okay? Don't even worry about it.
the Super Bowl's rigged. Oh,
I've never seen a Boston College national championship hat.
I have.
Have they ever won one?
No, they won the Cotton Bowl with the Hail Mary.
Well, Jesus Christ, the Ohio State went to the Cotton Bowl last year. That's nothing.
I'm not talking last year. Those was 80s with the Doug Flutie. No,
You know-
did they win? No, it's what's his name? The quarterback that played for the Falcons. What's his name?
I don't know. Doug Flutie was fun to watch though back in the day.
What was his name? They just traded. They got rid of him. He played for the fucking Colts. He plays for the Colts now. Big tall.
I have no
guy.
idea.
Oh my God, he was with the Falcons for 15 years.
Vince Young?
No.
I have no idea. I don't follow pro. I could probably
Right,
ask my
Dish.
son real quick.
Look it up for me.
Okie dokie.
Who's the old Falcons quarterback from BC? And he went to a bowl. I know it wasn't a national championship, but they were ranked. They were ranked third in the country when they won, I believe. So I'll take third in the country. I'm good with that. Anyway, folks, what's going on? Good to see everybody. We got some originals with us. I don't know where I sent Shalisa and Stevie one. There must be doing the deed.
Doing the deed.
So, anyways, and just I Gunpowder Beauty already messaged me, said she probably won't be able to make it tonight. So,
well, she won't be able to make it tonight, but I'll probably get like 17 fucking reels sent to my instant messenger or whatever.
But anywho, listen, we got
she's worth some of my buddies, man. That's how we communicate with each other, just Instagram videos and Facebook reels.
If he closes his mouth for a half a millisecond, I'll introduce to you who's just fucking yapping and flapping his lips, and that'd be Mr. Ohio Wolverine. What's up? Are you so jittery from the fucking Michigan win that was a month and a half ago? Or you guys good? Okay, just checking.
No, the Lions took the.
We're not talking about the Lions. Yeah. They made me cry and they made me lose money. I'm not.
You know what? You got to give them props. They've never been that far.
Oh, I think it was great. Dude, I rooted for them the whole year. Ask Stevie. I was rooting for them the whole fucking year.
Right.
And then they blew it.
I think this coming up Super Bowl is going to be probably the least watched Super Bowl in history.
All right. No,
actually, it won't be because Taylor Swift's going to be there. So it'll be the most watched Super Bowl by women.
There's two things you're not going to mention tonight: Taylor Swift and the Lions. Now, listen, can I finish introducing people now without everybody yapping?
That's an
mother of fucking God.
That's an arranged relationship.
The arranged relationship, gentlemen, is Mr. Stevie's woodworking. And where is Lovely tonight?
Susie's at her mom's house.
All right, Susie. Hope things are well. Have fun with Ma. And we have obviously next to me, always next to me, she's always next to me. She always will be. The ever beautiful Dish Outdoors.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Wow.
All right. Now you can yap. See, now that I finished, he doesn't want. He puts his icon on. He doesn't want to talk.
Did you see the go to the top of the charts rap song out there lately?
No, I don't do rap. I don't
little Ben Shapiro rap.
No,
it's such a terrible song. It's so bad.
I don't do rap.
I know, but it's fun to watch him.
I don't even listen to Barry raps. The only closest thing to a rap song I listen to is the one from Eminem, only because my son loves that song. And then It's not even rap, I don't think. What's his face did it? Will Smith did it way, way, way back in the 80s. Parents just don't understand. Other than that,
But yeah, that was.
I don't listen to rap. Ever. Because I just can't stand it.
Now, come on. You had to been a fan of The Girls Got Back.
I'm telling you, I don't listen. I always change the channel or whatever. I don't, or I walk away for at a party. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I always liked the Beastie Boys. I was always a Beastie Boys fan.
You know. I mean, I watched the 8 Mile. Don't understand how I did it, but I did it.
Did you see the interview with Ice Cube where he admitted to saying that back in the 80s and 90s when they were really pushing the gangster rap thing a lot, because that was what the record executives wanted to push, because those same record executives own the private prisons, and they were pushing that culture for people to in order to them to commit more crimes in order to fill their jails and prisons so they could make more money. So first you buy our album and then you go to jail and we get paid for you to be in our jail.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. Let me say this about that. Okay. While I may agree with you, okay.
Oh, I cracked myself up.
If you're brought up that people can't force you to do anything, a song, a movie, whatever, right? It doesn't move you to go be a criminal. It doesn't move you to go be a porn star. It doesn't move. It can't. You have to be the person that moves yourself to go do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but
I tell my kids all the time.
By that lifestyle.
I tell my kids all the time. Listen, I tell my kids all the time. Hey, did I just jump inside your body and make you yell? No, I didn't. So guess who made yourself yell? You. You're responsible. Take ownership for it.
Yeah, people are responsible for their own actions, I understand, but they're influencing them, and that's a lifestyle. And when these younger kids see these guys rapping on MTV and they're driving the fancy cars and the money and the bling and they're slinging dope, hey, that's not a bad lifestyle. I like that. You know what I mean? And then
Listen,
so they get into it too.
I watched Happy Days for a million years. I didn't slick my hair back and wear a leather jacket.
Because you're not fucking cool like Fonzie. You're more like Potsy.
Okay.
Ohio.
Well, guess what? I didn't roll my fucking jeans and wear plaid fucking shirts with dungarees either.
You didn't jump the shark?
You know? Yeah.
Mike don't like rap because it has an R in it, and he'd have to call it rap.
I don't like rap, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Gunmetal guy, how the fuck are you? Good to see you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't do a little rundown.
Gunmetal guy, what's up, brother?
Stump brother, how you been? Good to see you. Jezzo, what's up, kid? Hoping things are well. And by the way, number 2 tonight. Number 2. Notice how I said number 2 because he's the shit. He's the bomb. He's the shit. I get it. Number 2, the shit. 1 Jay Watterson.
Hey, Jay Watt, what's up?
What have you guys been up to?
I'm sitting here. I've recently rediscovered a favorite snack of mine as a kid. Went to Costco, spent $6 billion. But
say that word again. Costco. Is it CAHSCO or is it COS?
Costco.
You said Costco.
That's what you heard.
Yeah.
That's what you heard.
Yeah.
It's just tuned in your brain.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you fucking
graham crackers and milk, man. I've been tearing up some graham crackers and milk.
Now you take a cup full of powdered sugar, about a teaspoon of vanilla, a couple of drops of milk, and make a little simple frosting and put on them graham crackers. Then you got something.
Oh, fuck you. Now you got something else for me to go get into.
Dad, I just put fucking peanut butter on them. Call them a day.
I forgot about that. Peanut butter on graham crackers? Thanks, Mikey. I want to go to Costco again.
Costco. This one over here saying pop.
Buy the 55-gallon drum of peanut butter.
The fucking Chicago one over here saying pop all the time. This one over here. Pop. Fuck that bullshit.
Soda.
So, give me
Soda.
some
I
tonic.
got to say, I didn't get on calling it soda until I lived in New Orleans.
We used to call it tonic when I was a kid. It was always tonic growing up. Give me a tonic.
Tonic. Yeah, I thought that too when I was a kid. So my mom and dad had a jug in the downstairs fridge. So we didn't have no pop. So I grabbed that tonic and just, yeah, that was nasty.
Jezzo, how much ice you get up there?
Ours is all melting, by the way, now.
Yeah, it's gonna be 50 fucking degrees here all next weekend.
I seen a blip. I didn't watch the video about a massive snowstorm over on the east.
No, they ain't coming this way. North of me, maybe, but it ain't
Supposed to be
coming.
50,
Well,
55 or
It ain't
56
gonna hit
tomorrow
me.
here.
it wasn't from our guy. It was some
Yeah.
other weather channel.
Well, the POW guy, do you watch him?
I
The
couldn't
guy
tell you.
that said his own app. I've been watching him too, but they're pretty much together on what they're saying. And now they're saying how the fucking some is El Nino, riding El Nino, and it's just a wave of fucking rain and water and hot and fucking warm weather, and it's fucking killing me. It's fucking killing me. No more ridges, no more fucking cold weather. We had 1 week of cold weather. We had 9 days of temperatures didn't go above 30. And I fucking loved it.
You know what I've seen a lot of people around here doing is fly fishing on, because we have the Cuyahoga River.
Yeah.
And every time I'm coming home from work, I see people fly fishing on that sucker.
Well, people are gonna start fucking fishing the Merrimack because it's stupid fishing open water in fucking winter. I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, we got high temps coming all week.
Yeah, it sucks.
That was blurry, wasn't it?
It's all right. No, but I know it's just.
We got you though.
You could see double digits.
Yeah.
The highest it's gonna get where Jerry lives is 40 fucking degrees. I already looked. But the lows are like 6 degrees, 7 degrees, 8 degrees, 9. You know what I mean? So, but
Have you guys seen that video? They're out on a lake, and it's a camper, mobile home, or what? A camper. And then you're like, "What the fuck's a camper doing out on the lake?" And then you see the fucking big ass hole, and the truck is down underwater.
Wow. Whoops.
And the guy walks up, and they're like, "Damn!" They're all looking at it. He's like, "Did he get out okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, he's out." He's like, "He was out when it cracked and it fell." And the one guy goes, "Well, I gotta give it credit. That's one hell of a tongue on that trailer to hold that fucking truck."
Holding it by the ball.
Yeah, holding it by the ball. That's a hell of a ball.
Yep.
And it was it was like a big fucking brand new Dodge, like 2500 or whatever. You like explain that to your insurance company.
hang
Right.
on, because we have Miss Vanessa Kitty with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Vanessa.
What's up, Vanessa? Stupid keyboard.
That's awesome, Jezzo. Jezzo, I might come up on a Sunday into a Monday because the wife's giving me a hard time about coming up from a Friday to a Saturday or a Saturday to a Sunday because she works on the weekend. So.
Oh, Stevie.
Huh?
You see my video. I went out with my buddy in his new Ruger SFAR 3, the 308. That thing, when it fires, will jar your fucking teeth, dude.
On a bench.
I'm just saying, it's just, I mean,
Got a little oomph to it.
it's loud. and it does have some recoil too. I mean,
Shoot a Mauser. That's got recoil.
Your second shot is, you're not gonna double tap and hit the same area. That second shot, you're gonna have to refocus where you aim it. But yeah, that thing.
What
I
about
cannot
his?
imagine if you watch that video again and pay attention. Every time he fires it, all the fucking snow from the roof of the overhang that we were under the shelter or whatever. Every time he fires, it's like boom. You see a bunch of snow come off.
That's the concussion. What about what's his name's fucking the one Bry has, the Rugo, what's that? The the see
Handgun?
what's that? Huh?
The handgun?
Yeah.
We go through this every time. I can't remember what the hell it was. It was like the last one they were going to make. He got it off the line.
Yeah.
They
It's a 357 though, right?
Like a Super Black Hawk or something.
No. It
I think it
one of
was.
their
I think it was a
newer
Black Hawk.
models. One of their newer models that they're discontinuing.
Brian, if you're fucking listening, or if you're watching or whatever, just fucking type
I
it.
think half the time he says the wrong one too.
You know. Cold where he is. He's up in Calais. He's getting cold weather.
I mean, even over in Alaska and parts
Yeah,
of Canada, it's been warm.
No, they're fucking 200 inches of fucking snow in Alaska right now.
Yeah, in certain parts. Other parts are like warm as we are.
My fucking niece is in fucking, what do you call it?
Anchorage.
Anchorage, and she's fucking
down on the coast.
She's like, Uncle Mike, she goes, it's unbelievable. She says the snow is unreal.
I had a friend that was
I
stationed.
know, I've been watching it.
I had a friend that was stationed in Alaska, and about 2 years ago, she was sending photos and videos of her and her kids. Like there was like a parade or something through town, and it was like sunny and 65, and we were like, -2 here, and she's like, "Hope you're having fun in Ohio because it's nice here,"
I give my left nut to see how cold it is in Alaska.
Right.
My wife's like, you could go outside in -30-degree weather. I says, in Alaska? Absolutely. She goes, would you do it here? I goes, probably not. She's like, well, why not? I said, because it's Alaska.
Yeah, it just is.
Right. I bitch about in the summertime in Ohio with the humidity when it's like 102 degrees and 100% humidity. It's too fucking hot.
Yeah.
But if I'm in Florida, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
No. Maybe Florida. As long as it's like the Keys or something.
Yeah, or if I was...
I don't want to be in fucking Disney in the fucking heat.
Oh, no, not Central Florida with all them fucking...
Fuck that.
I thought they were buzzards, and it turned out they were mosquitoes.
Could you imagine how much rash skin is on the grounds around Disneyland?
Oh.
From little kids falling?
All them people sweating and getting chafed.
Well, I was thinking little kids falling and scraping their knees and stuff.
Ugh.
Because they always run. Every time I'm at an amusement park, you always see a kid take off running and fall.
All right, beautiful.
Every time. And then they turn around and start crying to their mom or dad.
Sorry. I was talking to Gunpowder. My bad.
Talking about what?
I was talking to Gunpowder Beauty. She said she's got her earbuds in. The kids are still awake.
Oh.
I said, that's all right. Just hit the link and I'll bring her up. Should happen.
Her kids are asleep? Are you kidding me?
No, I said her kids are
still awake. It's not even 3 a.m. yet.
I know, right? It's like I remember one time a few years back. Actually, quite a few years. I think Jonathan was still a teenager. And my wife and I went to bed before the kids. Good night. But wait, we're still up. Yep. Good night. I don't carry you to bed anymore. You know where your bed is? Yep. Good night. But Dad, you're supposed. I'm not supposed to do anything. Good night. When I get tired,
I forgot to show you this part of the hat.
Oh, cool.
What's that say? We are fucking retarded. Oh, cool.
Oh, and it says it's got that on the back.
Cool.
Tots.
Yeah.
That looks like, hey, that looks like it'll fit nice as toilet paper the next time I have to take a shit. Is it cushiony?
It feels good. It feels real good.
I can use the button to get the fucking dingleberries off, too.
You can't shit on my parade this year, buddy. You got a whole year dealing with my fucking ass now.
Why did I go for a whole year every goddamn time the Patriots won a Super Bowl?
I think you did.
Not one time.
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry.
Not all
Pretty
year.
much.
Ohio on that one.
Not all year.
That's
Talking
why.
about
That's the
underinflating
whole reason
ball
why
and
we
all
had
that
chats
stuff.
on Tuesday nights that you didn't know about.
Yeah, not all year.
We had chats on Tuesday nights at
Oh,
9 p.m. for 4 years, and you never even knew about them.
I don't care. That shit don't bother me. I'm not a chat whore. Dishes.
It was
What
called.
did I do?
It was called Tuesday nights without. It was called Tuesday nights without Mikey.
You know.
Dish hosted. It was on her channel.
It wasn't. It was. Listen, it wasn't a Tuesday night because she didn't ask her boss. That's all right. Listen. Gunpowder. It's fine. Listen to me. We've been there and done that. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good. Don't you call this what word? Chat
She's got my back.
or a hua? Which one? Or not both together? How do you want me not to say it? I can't say it too. You don't have your volume up, do you? I don't want your motherfucking hearing me say that.
No. Yeah, really.
I can picture it now. Just as mom's going by it. What did Mike say? That wasn't Mike. That was Ohio. Oh, it's coming right out of my mouth. It wasn't me.
Oh Lord.
That's bullshit, Mikey. Because I don't cuss.
Oh no, not at all. No. You Southerners in mid fucking whatever fuck you're in even the Midwest. You're fucking Atlantic, fucking Ohio Valley, fucking whatever they call it.
He lives in Planet Hot Crazy Girl. I just watched Ohio cops arrest this chick. Holy crap, what a Looney Tune, but she was so cute though.
Be careful, Steve. You're attracted to them weird ones.
I told you.
That's always the best sex. I'm crazy as fuck.
Just Stevie.
Like it's a good
Kinda
sex,
like-
but you don't know if she's gonna stab you or slice your throat when you're sleeping the next minute.
It's kind of like tigers mating. You got to bite them on the back of the neck and hold them down.
That's hey.
Whoa! And you
Hey, that's why you say good night and you leave.
Right.
First of all, why
That
you
doesn't
staying?
stop them from sneaking in your house and slitting your throat when you're.
You don't bring them to your house. You go to theirs or you get a hotel. What are you out of your fucking mind? Never bring them home.
You
to
don't
see what-
understand. That doesn't stop them.
You gotta understand something.
Those are
I
those
never
crazy
told-
bitches. Those are the crazy
I
bitches that
never-
slash your tires while you're at work and shit.
I never see. This is the whole thing. I never told one.
I caught my ex coming to work one day trying to catch me.
I never told one of my girlfriends, one of my, crazy ones, where I worked, where I lived. Are you out of your mind?
Well,
No way.
if you date them more than 3 times, they'll find out on their own.
No, I didn't. The crazy ones you just date, for a night or two and
Yeah.
bye.
See you. Great weekend.
My mother used to say, Michael. My mother used to say, Mikey, when are you gonna get yourself a girlfriend? I said, Mom, I have a girlfriend. She said, when? I said, last night.
Oh no.
She's like,
Doesn't
and I go,
have to
listen.
be a girlfriend, but have you ever ghosted somebody and then run into them like at the grocery store or something? It was like,
No,
that's
because I never ghosted anybody. I've never stood up somebody as a date. I never told my ex-girlfriends because I don't have an
I
ex-wife.
can see Ohio moonwalking down the cracker aisle.
I don't have an ex-wife yet, but I never have. None of my girls, even when I drank like a fish, if I told them I'd be there at 8 o'clock, I was there at 8 o'clock.
It's like that little video, that meme where that little boy's running and he comes in the room and like he sees something, he's like, "Ooh!" And he turns around and runs back out real quick, like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!"
Um, but I mean, there was times that like my girlfriend that used to live with me. We know we knew each other since we were. But anyways, she would, if I came home and she's doing one of these banging shit, like she'll take a cup, she'll be washing dishes or something, she'll be like banging it on the countertop or something, you know. And I'd be like, I said, babe, what? I'll be right back. I'll be gone for 4 hours.
Yep.
And no cell phones, no nothing. I come back and she'd be like, where'd you go? I said, well, I went over, I stopped at my brother's. And, she goes, oh. I said, what's up? I said, hey, what do you want to do? You want to go hang? What do you want to do? And she's like, I'm all right. I said, no, you are. I don't see that you're in a bad mood now.
No.
But I just stayed away. I just stayed away. But the one that got me in trouble, there's no escaping that one.
They suck you in.
She was Looney Tunes. But I mean, I used to do my best to get away from her, and I wasn't worried about her like killing me. I mean, she would have been doing me a favor, you know.
Craziest woman I've ever met. I'm married.
The craziest one I ever
See
met.
all these married guys with their back to the door? They all got a mirror posted right above the screen here.
My sister decided that she'd be friends with this girl. And I'm like, listen, don't get used to her because I don't know how long she's going to be around. You know, and my sister's like, what's the matter with you? I says, nothing. I don't know. I'm just saying. You're not going to move on or something. She's like, what is wrong with you? I says, no, but I don't know. So she's like, whatever. My sister gives her my mother's phone number.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, why would you do that? She's like, I didn't think it would be a problem. You don't think it's a problem?
Well, that tells me your sister's crazy too, then.
Steve,
They
other
kinda
day I
stick
was
together.
What's up,
other day I
peanut?
was pulling all the nails out of the steps. My wife says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Taking these nails out of the steps." She's like, "Why?" I said, "So the floor squeaks. That way I can hear you coming when you come up the steps."
Oh, you'll hear my wife because she don't fucking walk softly.
I'll tell you what, my damn boys, dude. Like, we had carpet on our steps, and we took the carpet off, and then sanded the steps and painted them and everything. And we just want to get like a runner, but right now it's just, just wooden steps, and they sound like a fucking one kid sounds like a herd of fucking elephants coming down the steps. But I would give my left nut to be able to run up and down the steps like they do. God damn. I remember those days. Remember when you just run up some steps and skip like every other one, be like right up the damn steps?
Can't do that now.
Oh, you do that on the way down now.
Now I stand at the bottom of the staircase and I just look up and I'm just like, damn. I gotta go up those fucking things.
How's that?
And then I take my first step and you hear crack, snap, pop, crack, snap as you're going up the steps.
I was at my buddy's house and all of a sudden my fucking hip just popped and it was loud. It was disgusting. And it hurt like an absolute motherfucker. And he goes, you all right? Because I went down. Like I took a step forward and all of a sudden it just went. And you heard that noise too. It was just, bloop. And then right down I went. And ever since then, my hip's fucking killing me.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, I can't. I'm walking upstairs sideways. Forget. I'm not even going crossing over my feet. I'm sideways. It's terrible.
Well, I have a knee braces, and if they're on, I don't, I'm good. But then, like, I'll forget that I don't have them on, and I'll start to get on the steps like I normally do, and I get about 3 steps in, I'm like, ow, fuck, that hurt. It's like, I don't have the braces on.
Ooh, excuse me.
So Jezzo said they had like 6 to 12 inches of ice up there.
Nice.
So
That'll be good for you and your daughters.
Yeah, that's funny.
Or your daughter and her friend, I mean.
Just and I were having a conversation off air because
Because me and Stevie were in the basement waiting
no,
and waiting and
my
waiting.
daughter, if you shut up, I'll tell you. My daughter asked me if I take her ice fishing, and she's gonna bring a girlfriend with her. I said that's great. I said, but we have to go so fucking far north because it's gonna be 50 degrees around there, and I cannot ice fish anywhere near my house. Not an hour and a half. Not fucking. It's terrible. It fucking sucks. It's horrible.
It sucks when a national resource officer has a warrant for you, doesn't it?
I don't know. I had nobody had a warrant on me. I know those days are over.
That's one of my favorite shows that I watch when I actually do catch a TV show on cable or whatever. Is that Northwoods Law or whatever?
Oh,
Have you seen
yeah.
that? Although they do have some stupid fucking laws.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, this is why I still feel it's funny, you know, for all the bad that Massachusetts is with their gun laws. I think it's hilarious that, you know, where they're like, you know, what, fourth in the nation for tough gun laws or whatever it is. And I think it's hilarious that you other states out there have to have a separate permit to carry. We don't have that separate permit. We just get a permit, we get to carry. See you later, bye.
What do you mean a separate permit?
I don't
to carry?
understand how you say you need a card to buy ammo. That's ridiculous to me.
I don't need anything to carry. We have constitutional carry in Ohio.
And your FID card
Didn't
is
you just
kind
say
of
you had to go to the fucking thing to get your fucking concealed carry?
Yeah, I get my concealed carry. That way we have reciprocity through other states. So I can carry my gun in like every state except for California and Massachusetts.
Connecticut, New York.
Right,
Keep
all
going.
the liberal cuck areas.
Yeah, but who wants to go there anyhow?
Yeah, who's gonna go there? Why the fuck would you want to go to any of those states?
Oh, illegal immigrants go there.
Nothing wrong with New York. New
Lots
York's a
of
great
them.
state. Connecticut's a great state. Massachusetts is a nice state. If you've never been, you should probably shut up because it's really nice.
I've been. I have been.
No, you went to Worcester or wherever. You didn't come to
I
Massachusetts.
went to Boston.
Yeah.
I heard it's only nice for like a week in the fall when the color turns. Other than that, it's all pretty.
Well, we got great fishing out in the western part, great hunting out in the western part of Mass. Great hunting here.
Yeah, I mean, there's some beautiful areas.
Great houses.
There's some beautiful areas of like
That's-
New York. I mean, New York is beautiful. You get up around the Adirondacks and stuff, but
The White Plains.
they
White
still
Plains
have
right
the
outside
same
the
laws.
cities.
It's not like the law disappears when the you know.
country gets pretty.
Yeah.
But it's hard because it's like I can't move to, you know, across country because I'm not gonna get the same pay. So why would I move across country? I'm not gonna move for less money. That's fucking stupid. You move somewhere, you move to another state and make less money.
If you
You're a
move
fucking
somewhere for
retard.
less money, you realize that you're only paying $3 for a box of cereal, not $9.
Yeah, well, I don't pay $9.
It all works out.
If I pay, I don't even think I pay $4 for a box of cereal.
How much is a gallon of gas where you're at right now?
$2.98,
Damn,
$2.97.
that's pretty good.
I heard a little blip today. I didn't watch the whole video. This guy is predicting that the gas prices are going to go nuts because the cold weather down in Texas and Louisiana screwed up the refineries. They had to shut down for a few days. So he's recommending you fill up.
Oh, don't forget, you know,
That's
that
for the
we
refineries
just bombed the hell out of some
Texas.
Middle Eastern countries too.
Massachusetts has no Rhode Island, the Northeast doesn't get their fucking fuel from fucking Louisiana.
A lot of it comes from there. But when them prices go up, everybody goes up.
We got our own.
Hey, Shalisa.
Gunpowder, it just came down. It was gunpowder 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Gunpowder, certain gas stations, like if you're near a highway, excuse me, if you're near the interstate, all right, you're going to pay out the nose. Like 2 weeks ago, you could still pay $3.60, $3.55
Yeah.
for unleaded regular. If you're off the interstate, you know, like a Sunoco, Mobile, you know,
All right. It says the
Yeah, well, an
average.
hour ago, I sent an hour, less than about an hour and 15 minutes ago, I sent you a Facebook notification invite. So,
So the current average in Massachusetts today is 326 a gallon or 322 a gallon.
yeah, you know why? Because 8 million of them are on the fucking interstate or on Mass Pike. That's why.
Let's check Michigan's.
You can't go anywhere in Massachusetts without getting a fucking gas station off the fucking hot. You can't. It's impossible.
Michigan's average is 301. Ohio's probably going to be a little more than that.
I don't
Oh,
understand
301
how that.
Ohio too.
I don't understand how the average in Massachusetts is. I don't know if don't take this offensively. I really don't listen to those things. You know why?
Well, it's because
I live here and I drive through a bunch of towns, okay, around me, and I'm looking at $2.99, $3, maybe 301, 297, 296, and again, yes, go near the interstate and you'll see 319, 320, but that still doesn't bring it up to 331 or whatever the hell you said. See, I don't buy it. I just don't.
Well, unless you're buying diesel.
Yeah, but the thing is,
diesel's still
each state there's such different gas prices each state because it's the taxes that each state have.
Yeah, I got
gas is about the same all across the country. Distributing.
Yeah,
it's all about the same. But then gas.
We just went up a couple of years ago. Our taxes went up to 6.25 for state tax. And the funny part is, if you hit the lottery, it's only 5%. Go figure. It makes no sense to me. If you hit the lottery, you should pay 6.25, and then your every other taxes you pay should be 5.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna special announcement. I gotta self promote a little bit. I hit over 8,000 subscribers, and my video's at 3.2 million views now.
That's
wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
Didn't BP have a refinery mishap where they lost power to a plant, and that's going to make it go up too? I don't know. It could. Pete asked guys that could be one of the ones Stevie's talking about too.
Dude, any excuse, I'll tell you what, because when I worked at the oil refinery in Columbus, and it was not a petroleum, like not a gas refinery. Right. It didn't make gas. What they did was they re-refined motor oil. Okay. When we had a huge fire and we shut down for like 3 weeks, that caused gas prices to go up. And I'm like, what the fuck? That we don't even produce gasoline. We produce engine oil, base oil at that. And we used to send out when we would make the base oil and fill up the tankers and send it out. It's clear. It's crystal clear. It looks like
hydro oil.
Yeah, it's just white. It's or not white, but just crystal clear oil.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the company like Castrol or Kendall or Quaker State, and then they add their additives and color and stuff to it after they get the base oil. But we used to sell oil to every single motor oil company. It's all the same. It all comes from the same place.
It's
so
just...
when you buy a can of Pennzoil or you buy a bottle, I should say. They haven't sold oil in cans since we were little kids, probably. But a quart of Pennzoil or a quart of Castrol or a quart of Ford Motorcraft, it's all the same. So
just like your vegetables.
That's why I don't.
They're all the same.
That's why I don't care. They're like, do we use Valvoline here? Do you mind? No, I don't care. Put whatever
I don't care
you
whether you buy. I don't care. You want to buy frozen veggies, buy frozen veggies. You want to buy canned veggies, buy canned veggies. Guess what? It's all the fucking. I will unlabel every one of them.
Yeah, but there's a difference between the difference between canned veggies and frozen veggies.
Yes, that I know that. I know that.
Well, is the nutritional value.
I get
Frozen
all that.
vegetables have more nutritional value than canned stuff.
The only thing
I
we
get
got-
all that, but all I'm telling you is that take Del Monte, take your whatever, take your supermarket brand, whatever your supermarket is out there. Is it Hannaford? Is it the Market
Oh
Basket?
yeah, it comes from
Take
the
all
same
of them.
farm.
Take every one of them you can name. Line up 20 cans of fucking veggies. You're not gonna tell me which is which. No, you won't even get lucky enough to do one.
except for Fresh Light, because they have absolutely no flavor whatsoever. They suck.
And by the way, frozen's the same way. If you take Bird's Eye frozen corn, if you take Fresh Crop frozen corn, if you take whatever, Del Monte frozen corn, and I cook them all for you, you're not going to tell the difference.
It all tastes the same. Yeah.
You're paying for a fucking label. We've been doing it for fucking years.
One thing though, oil, might be oil, but it's not good to mix brands at the same time in your engine, because I have seen like
different additives.
Yeah, they have different
mixing
additives.
Castrol to regular oil
Yeah.
will turn into like goo.
Yeah. It's like somebody told me I can't put what do you call it, oil in my car.
Synthetic.
Synthetic. And I goes, I had synthetic. I'm back using fucking regular oil. Well, you can't do that. I goes, let me explain something to you. I go, you most certainly fucking can.
All synthetic oil is refined.
I said, as long as it's drained out, okay, you get an oil change, you get a new oil filter, you most certainly the fuck can.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
First.
You most certainly can. You know? People just crack me the fuck up. Oh, you can't? Oh really?
For you. The wife heard your statement.
Sports
That's
Center
yes.
update.
It's ESPN. Let me see. Nikita Kucherov dies. No, close to the stick handling contest.
Oh man, Apollo Creed died.
I know, isn't that terrible?
Adrian, he's dead. I can do it again.
Dish never even got to see his junk.
Nope, I didn't either.
Well,
No
he was
Carl
in the
Weathers junk.
Mandalorian series, so I wonder how they're going to do with that.
Well, obviously they're going to kill him off.
Yeah, they're going to figure something out.
Oh, and lesson learned watching the news this weekend. Don't drink a bunch of beer and do fentanyl and fall asleep outside. Just saying.
Yeah, that's a bad
Oh,
thing.
you'll freeze to death. Wasn't there like a whole a bunch of people, like 4 or 5 guys fell asleep outside?
Three.
Well,
fell asleep outside and froze to death.
What's this?
Cocaine laced with fentanyl.
What's this fucking the Kansas City Chiefs fucking fans that died a week ago or so? Or 2 weeks ago?
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Was that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's too funny. Yeah, but they were inside.
No, 3 of them went out in the backyard and sat on the screen porch, fell asleep for 2 days and froze to death. Didn't freeze to death. They hypothermia, whatever.
That's fucking funny.
The guy that passed out.
They probably died from fentanyl, and then they just said, well, they were cold.
Yeah. Right.
Well, no, because the guy in the house did the same thing and he survived because he was in the heat. He passed out for 2 days.
Yeah, drugs will do that to you.
Yeah. Don't do drugs, children.
Drugs will do that to you.
Yeah.
Why would some asshole
too, but
why would some asshole ruin perfectly good cocaine with fentanyl? Sounds
I don't know why. I don't know what they're fucking lacing marijuana with fentanyl now. Why?
I didn't even know people were still doing fucking.
I think it's just because it's a war on our country, to be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's how many people can they kill? and that's China doing it to us.
Bastard.
Coming
So
right
what do you
across
think?
the border.
What do you think about the start of World War III right now?
I don't even listen to me. It's been a long week. I don't think about that bullshit. Happy thoughts.
It's bullshit, right?
I think about Dish coming fishing with me in my shanty. That's what I think about.
That'd be awesome.
That's called
Yeah.
a fantasy, Mike, not
Okay.
fucking. That's a
I
fantasy.
don't give a fuck. I'm not thinking about fucking World War III. I'm not thinking about fucking the Ukraine. I'm not thinking about fucking Donald Trump. I'm not thinking about none of it. You know why? Because it's the fucking weekend, and I don't want to.
There you go.
See, you just
I
click it
wish
right
I
off.
could. I wish I could shut.
Oh,
that
I
shit
do.
off.
I shut it right
Well,
off. Goodbye.
I've got 2 boys that are draft age, so I'm kind of worried about it. You know what
You
I mean?
know.
Right,
Boy.
Ohio.
Hey, listen, I got a daughter that's 17.
That's a daughter. That's not a son.
What, girls can't get drafted?
No, they cannot.
Want to bet 100?
Yeah, sure can.
Why can't they get drafted?
Because they're girls.
Oh,
The law didn't change. It didn't pass.
okay.
Did your daughters have to sign up for selective service when they turned 18?
I think my oldest daughter did.
No, she didn't. It's only for the law for 18 and older males.
Well, shouldn't they be signing up all them people coming across the border? Then they're all that age.
That's why I'm pissed that women get to vote.
Oh no! Another state just passed it where illegal immigrants can become police officers. So there's
Great.
2 states now. I can't remember the other state, but
Let me guess. One of them's
First
probably
one, dude.
California.
that's the first one. The second one may be New York or
Probably.
somewhere right around there.
That's certainly in Massachusetts.
Mass does some
I
shady
don't
shit,
know.
but I don't know if they did that.
I mean, you do know that we just bombed the hell out of like Syria and Iraq today, right?
Listen to me. You're not hearing what I'm telling you. Okay.
I'm
I
hearing.
I had a great day
I
at my full-time job. Okay. I had an even better time at my XPO part-time job because the fucking retard kids weren't there. I didn't have to deal with fucking 19, 20-year-old fucking teen assholes that don't want to work. It was the best night ever I had at Expo since those jackasses started.
Nice.
So I had an absolute beautiful. Did you not see the fucking text I was texting? I had to fucking send shit to your fucking stupid ass fucking state.
Oh yeah, it's
Fredericksburg.
Twinsburg. That sounds too far from me.
Then to fucking Lansing and another fucking a name in fucking Michigan. This fucking line I can't fucking even think of pronouncing.
Yeah, it's an Indian name. Don't
So-
worry about it.
So I had an absolute fucking blast. And so guess what? It's like Stevie just said. I said, listen, I it's the week. I turn it off. Everything's
God, I
off.
wish I could do it.
Everything's off.
I need to go.
Okay.
do
My
some work.
weekends are sports. My kids, professional sports, college sports, college hockey, Frozen Fours around now. You know that. Listen, that's why I like sports. It takes you away from all the
Mhm.
bullshit.
Just like
Because
Caesar said,
If you do 7
entertain them
days
and
a
give
week,
them bread.
if you do it 7 days, if you're constantly 100% spending all your time, all your effort, 7 days a week doing that shit, 7 days, dude, I'll be dead in 3 months. My mind and my heart would be racing so much that I'll just fucking give out and have a heart attack. Fuck that bullshit. I don't have time for it.
Right. Blood pressure.
You know? Yeah, no.
But don't worry, the rednecks are taking care of the problems in Texas, so we're good on that one.
Oh, I'll tell you what. What's he have? Like fucking 22 governors behind him, or 23 governors behind him, or some shit like that. Good for him. Good on him. Good on him.
Right.
And I got a bunch of people that they don't understand. I'm not going to say they're mad at me or anything, but and most of them are liberals. But that's okay too. You got to be who you want to be. But they're all like, but listen, they're just trying to seek asylum. It's good. That's fine. I love it. Listen, I don't give a rat's fuck if you're from Russia. I don't give a rat's fuck if you're from fucking Timbuktu. I don't care where you're from. You want to come live in the United States? Awesome. I'd love to have you. Can you do me a quick favor? Can you come fucking legally?
Yeah, go that
And
little
then
line over there.
And then if they give you a visa to be over here a year, and then within that year you're going to become a citizen, or because I know it's a process. I get it. It's not like it fucking takes a day to do it. I'm not an idiot. Okay. And now you're a citizen. Good. Knock your fucking self out. Thank you.
Right.
No problem. Don't jump a fucking fence. Don't come in on a boat.
Well,
No.
you don't even have to jump a fence.
Don't come in
now.
on a
They're-
fucking. Don't
they're-
come in with
They're cutting
cargo.
the fence down and letting people in.
And
Have you
listen,
seen those videos of the Border Patrol
let's
agents just
not.
standing there
Let's not
waving
forget.
people in?
Let's not forget about the fucking Chinese who smuggle their fucking illegals in for fucking using them as whores and selling them and everything like that too. So they count as fucking illegals too. By the way,
Yeah, I know.
Granted, they kidnapped.
We
I
just
get it.
busted. We
But-
just busted a bunch of them.
but guess what? They count too. So it's just not Mexico. You know, by the way, they're doing it from Canada into Maine and everything like that.
But the thing is,
So
the ones that are coming through in Mexico, they're probably not Mexican. Most of them are like Middle Eastern,
I don't even care.
disguised as Hispanics.
I don't care who they are. Come in
And
legally.
there's no families. There's no kids and women. It's mostly military age men. So it's a fucking invasion,
Come in.
is what it
listen,
is.
Come in legally. My grandmother my grandmother and great grandmother did it together. Then my great grandfather come over afterwards because the girls came first. Okay. Go. They came legally. I don't give a fuck who comes. See, because I would be a total 110% hypocrite if I said, no, you can't come here. But my grandmother, but you can't. Just come. This is why I tell people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
as long as you're legal, come.
Yeah,
if you're
we're
illegal,
all about coming legally. Yes, we're all about that.
You know.
But our own government is not about coming legally.
Go Niners! Woo! Yeah.
Heard enough of
That is fucking
bullshit.
scary.
Heard enough of that bullshit.
Niners.
Oh, she lost her hair.
She also lost the microphone. She does this in real
Unmute, Shalisa.
You got to
Why did
unmute.
you tell her?
You forget you're on Mikey's chat. You don't have free speech here.
Listen. See this guy on free speech. There's no such thing on free speech when you're on a fucking private chat that I own.
Are we
Set your
role
share
playing
here,
tonight,
dude.
are we?
I don't know. You can say what you want to say on Stevie's chat on Saturday nights.
Stevie's
That's Saturday nights
fucking-
at 10 p.m.
Stevie's-
Eastern.
I'll let
Stevie's
you get in a goddamn cat fight on my chat.
Stevie's not Gaddafi. I'm fucking Gaddafi. He'll do as I
Right,
tell you to
gunpowder?
fucking do. I'm
Oh
Gaddafi.
my god.
Go Niners.
Listen, you say that again, I'm gonna mute you one more time.
I do. You know what? I do
Yeah,
like that Brock Purdy though. He's
Mike,
good story.
relax. She's just talking about Steve's wanker.
It's a Niner.
Is that what you call it?
Go Niner.
Go Niner.
Yeah. She asked for 9. He had to do it 3 times. Leave her alone. So listen.
You better shut up, Mike, or he's going to stand up and open that robe right on your live chat.
It's all right.
You don't want to see what Hef's got under here.
Is hef short for hefty?
Yeah.
My wife said, "Give me 12 inches and make it hurt." So I did her 4 times and punched her in the nose.
Good shit.
Dish wants you to go run some track in some little tight shorts.
That's right. No, it didn't fall out yet. Run again. Run again.
Woman, when they go to running, you know, if you have bigger boobs, it hurts.
I don't feel a thing.
Through the woods.
Who was 83, Shalise? Was that Jerry Rice?
Flapping
Listen,
around.
listen, you don't get it. I'm telling you, I will mute you too. I already made the rules. There is no talking about that game. We're not going to mention Detroit.
Can you see it now?
No.
These kids think I'm joking. Dish,
Okay,
they think I'm
okay.
joking.
Which way? This way?
Dish,
Hey, you're good.
That's it.
Dish,
That's
they
it.
think I'm fucking joking.
So,
Don't make me turn this car around.
Holy shit.
Oh, Jersey. We used to have season
Holy shit.
We used to have season tickets, and we go to San Francisco. Man, it's hard to find a bathroom anywhere out there. But we always sat in the same spots, and you could see us on on the television.
Yeah, we got some pretty good seats where we sit at the Cleveland Stadium, right, Mike? Oh, never mind. You didn't go that.
No, I'm sorry.
Touche.
I'm sorry. I was home injured and unemployed. I'm sorry. They all forget that one. Jezzo, are we going ice fishing, kid? Dish is gonna drive out and see us.
Right. A Cuntosaurus.
There's a
Next channel over.
there's a girl I went to school with. She lives up in just north of me in Hudson, and that's the famous town and lake of the prostitution of the Shanties guy mayor. And she posted a picture of her son out on that lake ice fishing and on Facebook. And I was like, oh no, you know what that leads to? And her whole feed turned to like the prostitution feed. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. I just talked to my wife Jerry, and she's getting all pissy that I'm gonna go on the weekend when she's working. And she's like, "Well, what about Natalia and Jonathan? What about them? Brianna's here on the weekend. You know, what
Yeah,
the
you
fuck?"
raise them right, you're good.
So
Yeah. Hey, Shalise.
You got some
Shalise,
tips over there?
introduce us to your cute friend you got there. What's her name?
Pocahontas.
Oh, that's nice. She's beautiful.
I'd
poke you in.
poke her hiney.
Oh, look at that. Being shy.
Oh, he's got balls. I'll give him that much.
Boy, you better not ever go to jail now.
Shit.
No, actually, he's rock and roll star, man.
Yeah. So Jezzo, I don't know whether I'm gonna bring the tent or just grab that stay at the Comfort Suites. I want to bring the tent, but I don't want to get caught either.
Well,
It's
that
too far
prostituting.
No, it's too far from home to get arrested. I want to be arrested 4 hours from home. That's a long drive for bail money.
Phew.
Yeah, I'd let you
That's a lot of decision making time.
You know what I mean?
Right. You call me at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell me I got to drive
Even when
4
I was-
hours to come get you. It ain't happening
Even,
until
even when
I'll
I
get
was
there when I get there.
even when I was drinking, I didn't like if I was far away from home, like if I was more than an hour away from home, I was like an angel. I still drank like a fish. Don't misunderstand me.
Right.
But I was an absolute fucking angel.
And you know what
Smart.
people are doing now?
Huh?
It's amazing that they have this much trust. They are contacting Uber drivers,
Who?
people that are in jail. They're
Oh, okay.
contacting Uber drivers and then like Zelling Uber drivers fucking money to have an Uber driver come pay their bond and pick them up.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is trust. You better know your driver.
Right.
Or have your friends be Uber drivers.
But yeah, did
I tell you about the time I was in jail and I go to bail myself out when I get caught for my my DUI, and so the bondsman shows up and he's sitting in the cell and he's like, I'm putting my boots on and tying them up. He goes, okay, so listen, you got to be at court Monday morning. This is Woburn District. He goes, yeah. I said, okay. I said, are you sure it's Woburn, not Lowell? He said, yeah, it's Lowell. I said, okay. I said, I'll go to Lowell. I said, because I'm on this side. I said, I'm not. And he said, I get you. He said, all right. I put my hat on and I'm tying up my other boot. And he says, didn't I ask you to take your hat off? I said, yeah, I'm sorry. It's just a habit. Took my hat off. Right. I put my I think I had like a light sweatshirt or something. I put that on, put my hat back on again as he's talking. Calls the state trooper, and the state trooper comes in and he goes, you know what? He's not ready yet.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, I look at this female state trooper. I goes, can he do that? She said, yep. I go, what the fuck? Because I put a hat on my head? She's like, don't get all upset. She says, we have no control over the bondsman. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, you know what? He's now raising your bond too. I goes, yeah, what are you raising it to? He goes, 100. Stupid me, still cocked, still fucking, right? I goes, good thing I got 2 1/4 in my fucking wallet, huh? He goes, you got 2 1/4? I go, yeah. He goes, 230.
Who said that?
The fucking bondsman. So I said,
Fuck out of here. He ain't got
so
that right.
So I said to him, I go, oh, okay. We're gonna have a bidding war? I looked the state trooper right in the eyeball, and I said, hey, you wouldn't have $5 I can borrow, would you? And the bondsman got pissed as soon as I said that. He's like, you're done. He's like, we'll see you in the morning. Because you're not offering me bond. You telling me you're not offering me bond? I said, because you're in for the night. I go, oh, okay. And you're in for a fucking rude awakening. And she's like, Mike, don't. I go, you're in for a fucking rude awakening. I happen to know that you have to offer me bond. I said, so you're in for a rude awakening. And he goes, he's in there until tomorrow. So fucking
This
Sunday
is a
morning.
bondsman.
Yeah. Sunday morning rolled around. My father came to
Why didn't you just call a different bondsman?
Because I don't call the bondsman. They do. I never called a bondsman in my life. They listen to me. Around here, okay, you get arrested. They take the he's not my bondsman. They set bond for whatever fucking he's like works for the court system.
Oh, he's not a bondsman then.
So yes, he sets the bonds.
But that's not a bondsman. A bondsman's the guy that bails you out.
Oh no, no. That's the fucking what do you call it guy? We don't have them.
You're
We
talking
don't
about
have them.
Straight.
We don't have them. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. We have a guy or a girl when you get arrested, okay? They will come to whatever jail, whatever wherever they put you. All right. Usually, back in the day, like a minor a minor in possession of alcohol. Okay, back in the day when I was growing up, it was $23.50 flat rate. Okay, you pay you go. All right. Drunk driving used to be $50. You pay your $50 to the bonds. That's who they were. We always call them bondsmen. You pay you $50, they come. So you get arrested, you're in the jail.
So they work for
An
the
hour
court
after, if you're not cocked, you have to be in the cell for 4 hours, as everybody knows, okay? But if you're not cocked, if I get in a fight, okay, if I get in a fight, all right, I'm in there for assault, simple assault or whatever, all right? An hour after I'm in the cell, I don't know if it's the court system or who. Somebody comes who we call, quote unquote, the bondsman, and says, okay, they look at, I don't have a record. Okay. I never had a failure to appear. I didn't have all this stuff. So, he doesn't have to jack up my bond. $60. Okay. Then I make a phone call. If I don't have the money on me, hey, bring me down $60 so I can get out of fucking jail. They bring me down $60. Boom, boom, boom. You get it back Monday morning when you go to fucking, or whatever morning it is. When you go to court, blah, 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 blah. If you don't, there's going to be warrant for your arrest. Boom, you're all done. We don't have a dog the bounty hunter to fucking call and say, hey, I need money to fucking come get me out of jail. We don't have them. I don't think bondsmen like that are legal in the state of Massachusetts, to be honest with you.
Wow. Well, the reason we're a little bit confused, in the other 54 states in America, that would be called the magistrate who sets the bond.
Right.
Or the judge.
But it's not a magistrate that comes, I can guarantee you that. It's not a magistrate from the court.
Well, it's like you call a 4-lane highway, we call it a 2-lane highway.
I'm going to guarantee you. I know magistrates. I knew one almost personally, right? Out of Woburn District in Mass. He never left the courtroom. He's a magistrate. He's the next step below a judge. He doesn't leave the courtroom. The courthouse, excuse me. He doesn't leave the courthouse.
Our bonds are all set, depending on what degree of crime it is and stuff. And then a bondsman, and like we said, all 54 other states, a bondsman is the guy that you call who comes and you give him 10% of the bond, and he fronts the rest of it, and he gets you out.
Right. Then you
They
got
don't
to
do that
pay
around
him
here.
back with
So if
interest.
you have $1,000 bond, you give him $100. He'll put up the rest
Oh.
on a surety bond
When
and
I
get
got
you out of jail.
when I got
And then if you
when
don't
I got in
pay,
trouble with
they
my
call dog and he tracks you down.
when I got in trouble with my girlfriend, they put it was $1,000. They said $1,000 bill. Okay. And I never went in front of a. You got to remember, this is at the police station. I never went in front of a judge. Anything like that. None of that bullshit. The bonds. Well, again, we call him bondsman. He comes in, $1,000. Mike. Call the old man. The old man come down and bail me out. Here's the funny part. He said, "When are you going to go to court?" It was Monday. Okay. So we go to court Monday. And I go in, and the judge said, female judge too, looked right me in the eyeball and goes, they gave you $1,000 bond for this? Just like that, right? Just like that. I says, ma'am, I don't understand why it's so high. And he says, well, I do. She says, you have that failure to appear. I says, yeah, but that failure to, she says, I know. She says, I know. It says it over here, but it doesn't say it in the computer. I have it on your file, but it doesn't say it in the computer. I said, okay. She says, first things first, when you leave here, I said, yeah. She says, you go over to the clerk's office. I'm going to give you something. You're going to go to the clerk's office. She says, and you're going to get $950 back right away. Can you do that? I said, yes. My old man's like, oh, thank God. But yeah, we don't have, I don't call, I call like family members to bring me. If I can't bail myself out, right? If I wasn't able to bail myself out, you call a family member. A family member comes down, and either you give them time for the bondsman to get there, and then they can tell you, or they're gonna sit in a chair and wait for the bondsman to shoot. And if it's in the middle of the night, let me tell you something. They're in no rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't have anything like that. Our bonds are set. I can tell you whatever crime you tell me right now. I can tell you what the bond's going to be.
No,
You know,
that's not how they do it
if
here.
you get a DUI, it's $5,000, 10%.
Yeah, that's not how it is here.
Yeah.
I spent
Assault is going to be 5,000, 10%. You know,
the
disorderly
only
conduct,
reason
3,500, 10%.
the only reason when I got in trouble with my girlfriend, the only reason why it was $1,000 was because 6 years before that, I had a court date, and I went the day before, because when you walk in our courthouse, your name's up on the thing, right? Up on the
So they have
the
you
wall.
for a failure to appear because you didn't appear on the right day. So
No,
you got a
so what
failure to appear, so therefore you're at risk.
Right. So what happened is that I go and I said to them, I walked in the probation office. I'm like, I'm supposed to be in court today. I said, but my name ain't up on the wall. They're like, what's your name? So I tell them my name. They go through all the stuff. I went because I got caught unregistered, uninsured. So they gave me 40 hours of community service at the local Salvation Army. And I said, okay, I can do that because I'm not working. I said, so I'll do that in a week and I'm done. And the judge is like, great, no problem. I said, all right, thank you. So I go home. The very next morning, I'm in the shower getting ready to go to the fucking Salvation Army. Right? There's a knock at the door. The kid I went to high school with. I said, hey, Paulie, what's up? And he's there with a veteran cop. And I said, hey, what's going on? They're like, Mike, you got a minute? I'm like, yeah, come on in. Well, what's going on? He goes, Mike, we got a warrant for your arrest. I said, no, you don't. I says, for what? He goes, failure to appear. I says, when? He says, yeah. He says, yesterday. I goes, nope, I was in court yesterday. He goes, Mike, I gotta wait. I'll show it to you. Come out to the car. I said, all right, fine, let me get my shoes. Go out. He says, see? I says, look at you ready? Hear me out. Let me go back in the house. Go back in the house. I come out with the paperwork. Everything. I said, where am I going to get this paperwork, guys? Okay. I said, I'm starting at the Salvation Army. You know, today to do my community service. And he's like, Mike, I'm sorry. I goes, no sorries. I'm not going to jail. I said, I was already there.
Went to jail, didn't you?
He goes, Mike, don't. I look at my buddy Paul. I goes, Paul, talk to him, please. He says, Mike, I can't. I said, I'm a rookie. I can't. I said, you most certainly can. You're a co-worker. Talk to him. I says, I just proved to you guys I already went to court. He says, Mike, I don't care. It's in the computer as you didn't go. He goes, you kidding me right now? I said, I'll tell you what. I said, when we go there, am I going to the station or you bring me right to court? He goes, no, I'm going to bring you right to the court. I said, excellent. Give me a ride back, will you? And drop me off at the Salvation Army. Sure as shit, we go to Reuben. It's like fucking 4 miles away, 5 miles away. Get in there. They put me on. They said, da, da, da. I says, I was here yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. He says, what? I says, look, I still got paperwork that I had from yesterday. Here you go. They went upstairs. Blah, blah, blah. I go upstairs. It's like, yep, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Boom, boom. I was gone before the cops were done doing their fucking paperwork. Guys, give me a ride home. Yep. Drop me off Salvation Army. Here's the problem. It's going to cost me an arm and now. It's all in the system that yes, it's under there as a failure to appear, but I went when I wasn't supposed to go. Okay. Why is it going to cost me so much money to fucking take that off? And I got to fucking file this, file that, file this, just for it all to come off my record. And they know it. They know it's a mistake. If you know it's a mistake, take it off. Take it out of the fucking computer. And this is what bothers me about the court system. You know what I'm saying? But because I went and I wasn't supposed to be there. So they put out a fucking warrant. And they just happened to be sitting at the fucking breakfast joint and said, oh. And they went through the warrant and said, oh, Mike DeLucia's got a fucking warrant out. He only lives fucking, quarter mile from here. Let's go see if he's home. They're nice. We used to have one cop in town. He'd wait till Friday night of a long weekend and grab you.
Yeah.
Because
Holidays, and where the judge wouldn't come in until Tuesday.
Yeah, you're in jail until Tuesday morning. They bring you right to jail Tuesday morning. Yep. What about our boy? By the way, how are you, kid? Good to see you. Our boy says, what about illegal gun law thoughts? Illegal gun laws. Your thoughts?
All gun laws are illegal.
I don't.
Anyhow.
I don't know, boy.
Shall not be infringed.
Boy,
It's the only amendment it's the only amendment that says that, but yet it's the only amendment that gets infringed on.
Boy, you know that I have different views.
How come they got every goddamn tool on the emojis you could think of except for a file?
What the hell do you need a file for?
Because
What
Mike
the
was
hell's a
talking
grown
about his
man
file.
doing using fucking emojis anyway?
You're no fun, Ohio.
I put a screwdriver up to say, screw you, Ohio.
Screw you.
Fucking emojis. I know Dish is with me. She's like, fuck yeah, he's right.
It's because there ain't a dick emoji. That's why she don't like them. Otherwise,
the,
she'd
that's
be
what
using
the
them all the
eggplant
time.
is for.
The
Everybody uses the
eggplant.
eggplant.
Yeah, but I don't know about you, but if I was a girl and a big purple swelled up thing came at me, I'd say no,
So boy,
Just saying.
boy, you know,
Somebody hit that with a beer bottle.
boy, you know, boy, you know, I think it's kind of funny is that I really do think that every state other than California, Mass, New York, Connecticut, Jersey, you know, the five big jackasses. I think every other state in the union is going to go constitutional carry except for those five. I really do.
Well, there's what, 26 of them now?
You know? And the funny part is, you got a state like Connecticut. You know what it says in a Connecticut's license plate?
Live free or die. Or is
No,
that your state?
that's New Hampshire. That's New Hampshire. On the Connecticut license plate, where's is
Didn't it say something about the Constitution or something?
the constitutional state, because they technically signed the Constitution in Connecticut. So it's called the constitutional state. So a constitutional state will never have constitutional carry. I think it's a fucking riot. But
Well, it's like your state, live free or die.
no, that's New Hampshire.
Oh, that one.
But live free or die, New Hampshire doesn't allow weed. Listen, they all have their, just because a state has the best gun laws doesn't mean it's the best state to live in either, right?
Right.
So New Hampshire, and by the way, New Hampshire's gun laws, I mean, I think they're ranked like 20th or 21st or something.
Yeah, they're not. New Hampshire's gun laws aren't that good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so they're not like this, you know. I think they're ranked 21 or 22nd, 23rd or something in the country. So they're right, you know what I mean? They're not like anything spectacular.
It's like everyone thinks Texas is so good for gun laws, and they're not.
So, but here's the thing, right? New Hampshire's license plate, like we said, live free or die. You can't smoke weed. Every other fucking state in the union let you so far, I think, right? I can't buy a fucking fixed blade knife in a shop, only folders. And I can't carry a fixed blade either. Massachusetts, the bad fucking real stupid state that we are, right? I know, I get it. I can't have a slingshot. Now in Michigan, by the way. I can't have a slingshot. Can't have all that shit, right? But I can carry a knife without an issue.
Can you carry one of these?
As long as it's not X amount of inches and it's not they call it assisted.
Yeah, like that, like this.
But no. Well, yeah, that's a switchblade. Duh. But they, you know what they don't want? You know how some of the flippers don't, not all the flippers do, but you know the ones you put in your pocket when you open it up, the blade will come out? They don't.
Yeah, with the little hook on it.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the funny part. Not one person has been arrested for it yet, and everybody has them. Okay? So, New Hampshire, Jerry says, New Hampshire does have the medical cards, yeah, but they don't have fucking, I can't walk into a dispensary in New Hampshire, is what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, you have. I bet you smoked about 2 pounds, but you bought that 2 pounds somewhere else. You didn't buy it. That's what I meant, Jezzo. You didn't go to dispensary in New Hampshire.
Every adult over the age of 21 in Ohio is allowed to have 6 plants.
Yeah, that's how they are. We are here too.
So technically, at my house, I could have.
Hey, boy, yeah, I heard that today.
24. I could have 24 plants at my house. I can start my own dispensary.
I know what's his name. The guy that Ohio doesn't like did a video today about that.
Guy that I don't like.
Yeah, the guy from Massachusetts you don't like. The gun guy. You don't like him.
Who, Jared?
Yeah.
He's okay. It's just that he's a fearmonger.
He put out a video today about South Carolina and how it's good, but then not good because what Bob Boyd just said.
What's that?
South Carolina passed their constitutional carry today, but they threw a bunch of shit in there, and it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what they threw in there.
But
I haven't been paying
all
attention
but they're
to
all, look at all your gun channels that do the news on Second Amendment stuff. They're all saying now that it's bad.
Right.
I really, to be honest with you, I've stopped watching those guys because they're all doing the same thing. They're all fear mongering and then trying to sell fucking coffee. Sorry, I tell the truth. That's what they're doing.
Yep.
It's
A lot of them. It's like, oh my God, the world's going to end tomorrow.
don't forget to buy your blackout coffee.
Yeah.
No. But that's me with other things too, right? Who cares? I don't.
I mean, I care.
That's why I said I
care
don't
enough
care.
to watch 1 or 2 videos on it, but I don't sit there and
I don't.
hound,
I wouldn't cry.
Be made in solutions.
It doesn't bother me that the state of Massachusetts only allows 10 rounds in a gun. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is they take away my semi-automatic shotguns and shit like that. That bothers me.
See, that's
Okay.
that
bothers me.
That's a direct FUD quote right there.
Yeah. Well,
You don't
you can make fun all you want.
You don't care about other people's stuff until it affects you.
No, because in my mind, I don't believe that. Yeah, you can probably recite it. So if you want to do that, that's fine. Okay. But if you want to recite the Second Amendment for everybody, I don't see where it says anything about ammunition.
About what?
Ammunition. All I see is where it says,
bear arms.
okay, keep and bear arms. Is ammunition an arm or is it ammunition?
It's an arm. And
I would call it ammunition. Firearms, but that's just me.
But a firearm
That's just
without
me.
ammunition is a water pipe and a hunk of wood.
There you go. But I'm just saying. So
it makes the firearm inert.
And so I'll spin it for you. Just because your state doesn't have limitations on ammo doesn't mean that's you know what I'm saying. You can spin it in any way you want, and I'm not a fudder dud. I don't give a fuck. I think that as long as my thought process is, as long as you're not your right to own a firearm, okay, is there, and you're allowed to own a firearm, I'm a happy camper. Because your rights aren't being taken away, because your right is to own a firearm.
But a firearm without bullets or ammunition is
okay. Fine.
If we get you a firearm.
Okay, but obviously they can't take the ammunition away, so they're not going to sell a gun without ammunition. I get all that. All I'm trying to say is that I don't look at it. Me personally, I don't look at it as a big fucking thing that I can only have 10 rounds in my gun. Okay, can I still buy the gun? Number one, because you can't buy the ammo without owning a gun, right? So, can I buy the gun? Yep, I'm happy. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, mag limits don't bother me. I can drop a mag, put another mag in,
That's my point. I don't give a fuck.
But the thing is,
I don't care that I can't have a pump stock in Massachusetts. That doesn't bother me. Here's what bothers me in Massachusetts: I can't buy an A&R. I can't buy a fucking. I told you that the semi-automatic shotguns. I can't have all that bullshit. I can't have an AK-47. Shit like that bothers me. That's not right. That's not fair. That stuff bothers me. I don't give a fuck if they say, "Hey, Massachusetts, you can now have an AR, you can now have an AK-47. Great. You can only have 10 rounds in the mag." You think people are going to be like, "Oh, that's not fair. We don't want it then. Keep it, forget it. Leave the fucking law the way it is. If we can't have 100 fucking rounds, we don't want that."
I don't know. Maybe because
nobody's ever.
No, I mean, when you've been deprived so much, that's just what you expect. Yes, sir. Can I have another? Yes, sir.
New Hampshire's not deprived, and they don't. you know, if there's talk about up there, they want to knock it down to 16 in a mag, and this guy's going crazy. Oh my God, they're gonna knock it down to 16. And then there's other people like, who gives a fuck? And there's people that've been living in New Hampshire for fucking generations. They don't care.
Well, but knowing the government, like we all know the government, it will be 16, then down to 10, down to 5, and basically you'll end up with a single shot. So what's the point?
I really seriously doubt you'll done that.
Every time you give them a rung on the ladder, the next guy that comes along raises that rung higher. Not necessarily the politicians we have now, the next group.
When they ban the 16 round mag, it's just like the gun, right? It's all pre-banned. You can have them because it's pre-banned. So you're gonna have them
if you register them.
You know,
will not comply. What up, Jay Watt?
Yeah, Boyd, I agree with you. Boyd, I agree for gun laws and taxes and shit like that. For a few other things, but you know what? The state of Massachusetts, I'll take them all day and every day for a hospital. I don't have to travel across the country to go to a good hospital. I don't have to travel 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours to a great hospital. I got to travel fucking 26 minutes down a highway. Excuse me, in interstate. I got to travel 26 minutes to get the top 3 hospital in the fucking nation.
Me too.
I'm good.
Me too.
Take that over lots of things. So yeah, we all know that Massachusetts sucks for gun law. There isn't a person, even gun people, even if you're not a gun person, they know the gun laws suck in Massachusetts. Okay,
gun laws are pretty good in Ohio, and we
that's
have
like
great
saying,
hospitals.
that's like saying, hey,
did you know?
That's like saying, hey, did you know Christmas Day is on December 25th? I mean, that's just how stupid it is, right? So we all know it. Who cares? You know what? Weigh out all the good, weigh out all the bad.
Well, that's what you got to do.
You know what I mean?
And that's why you're the only one that lives there.
Yeah, I'm the only one that lives there. I know.
Individual rights in the states. The individual states have rights too. So you can go to one state and be totally into guns, and everybody around you's got guns, and then right across the state line to an adjacent state, they're gonna want to make sure you don't have next to anything.
Well, he lives that every day, Massachusetts, and then he goes over to New Hampshire to hunt and stuff.
Well,
so
listen, it's the same. It's the same with the hunting laws. Listen, Massachusetts doesn't allow out of state, just like New Hampshire. Okay. Ed's going working class wasn't Ed. He's going clam digging. And he texts me, he goes, I'm going clam digging. And he says, I'll get you some. He said, I'd invite you up here, but you're a non-resident and you can't even hold the fucking bucket for me.
Wow.
They don't allow non-residents to clam dig. Now, I don't know if that's reciprocated. I don't know if Mass doesn't allow non-residents. But I do know this. Mass doesn't allow non-residents to fucking trap beaver. So, I mean, it's tit for tat. You know what I mean? You're not going to, there isn't one person that can say, I live in the perfect state. I get everything I want. It's not going to happen. So therefore, a guy like me, I don't look for it. I'm not looking for perfection. You know what I mean? So that's why I say when it comes to the guns, can I buy that gun in Massachusetts? Yes. Give it to me. Don't give me a different pile like in New Hampshire. Mass compliant. Everybody else compliant. You know what I mean? Mass. I can have an AK. Yep. Thank you. I can have an AI. Yep. Thank you. I can have. Yep. Thank you. Oh, you don't want me to have a bump stock? Fine. No problem. I can have this though. Yep. Thank you. That's why I am the way I am about it. I just, in the state that I'm in, there is no fighting it. You got to understand my state. There is no fighting it. What's her name beat Donald Trump by close to 2 million fucking votes in the state of Massachusetts. And so did Shitbag. All right.
Yeah, I understand. Still,
The
nothing
mindset,
works for you.
it's not gonna happen. I can have every fucking gun-toting fucking guy and girl in the state of Massachusetts and get every gun-toting girl and guy in New Hampshire and Maine and come down on Boston Common to protest, do this, do that. And I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Here, do your homework. Look up in the Mass State House, okay, and look up how many Democrats and how many Republicans there are, and that'll just tell you what happens.
Yes, but I bet they would change your mind if those same little firearms started making noise. Just saying.
No, so
Not encouraging. Just saying.
There's a big fear amongst them about that.
That's why they want them.
That's why they want them so bad. It's because it's not gun control; it's just control.
Yeah.
It's proven fact. Every nation or country or area that's ever, confiscated guns and got rid of guns and made guns illegal, within several years of that happening, genocide has happened in every single country. First, you take the guns. Well, just like Hitler did to the Jews, made it illegal for Jews to have guns. And then what did he do? After all the Jews were disarmed, he went in and killed them all as much as he could. 6 million Jews.
right on, Jizzle.
The Turks did it to the Armenians.
You can't say that, Jezel. That's racist.
The Chinese did it,
They even put an end to that.
But see, I don't look into all that, Ohio. I'm not. The sky's falling. I'm just not one of those type of people.
Oh, I'm not the sky's falling either. I'm quoting actual real history facts that
And
happened.
I get it that might have happened in whatever, and I get it that might have happened here, happened in whatever country, all right? Don't you think we're a little bit different than other places?
Yeah,
No,
because
not
we
at
have
all.
the
Yeah,
Constitution.
we have a Second Amendment. That's what keeps us from being the other countries.
That's
Okay, then. So when you mention all this led to a genocide, you really think that's going to happen in this country?
they're going to breed all.
If they take the guns away, yes.
I don't at all.
History speaks for itself, man. Stalin did it.
No.
Hitler did it.
History in other countries speaks for itself.
Doesn't
History in this country doesn't say that whatsoever. Show me the history in this country that something
Are
like
you sure?
that.
Because
The American Indian.
How about this? Yeah. How about the Revolutionary War? That all popped off because the British tried to take our guns.
That whole war didn't stop a fucking gun.
Yeah, it did. It's
Okay.
Concord. You live in that area. You should know that part of history.
Okay.
Concord.
They also
tried to
Not
confiscate
Concord,
the guns.
Crockett.
They also
Second of all,
our lumber.
you sitting here telling me that the Revolutionary War started over a fucking gun law?
It was more than just the guns.
It was
treating the colonists badly.
It was a litany of fucking shit.
Yeah.
A litany.
Okay, listen.
A litany of shit.
I'm going to explain this to you.
Did you fail history class?
I'm going to explain this to you. The first shots at Concord was all because
Concord.
They came.
Conquered.
It's all because they came to confiscate the arms.
Because we refused to pay their fucking taxes.
Okay. So that was the first thing they tried to do is confiscate the arms, then fucking drop the hammer on us. But that's when the war actually started. The first shots of the war started because of that. There were other reasons. It's like saying that the slavery was the only reason why we had the Civil War. That's not true.
Technically, the war.
States' rights.
Technically, the Revolutionary War started a year before it actually fucking happened. But I digress.
But you can't
Look
you
it
know,
up.
you
I'm
can't
not.
say
I'm
just
not
because
talking
it
out
happened
my
in
ass.
another country that it would never happen here. That's like people that are so ignorant enough to say, do you really think you and your buddies and your AR-15s could take on the U.S. government and win? Do you think so?
Ask the Vietnamese.
Ask the Vietnamese. Ask the Afghanis. Ask the Iraqis. Ask the Syrians right now. We're getting our asses kicked overseas since Vietnam. We haven't won a war since World War II. Korea. We didn't even win Korea. We just kind of said, let's call it a
Bowed
truce.
out.
We won World War I and World War II, yes. But any war after that, we pretty much, used our
I think we did
resources
pretty
and
good
we
at
got our
that,
asses
though.
kicked. I mean,
Their asses kicked.
They're overlooking one fact
Dish.
is that they're
Dish, I thought we did good.
emasculating the men in this country. It's no longer a good thing to be an alpha male. We need people that are ready to fight. Plain and simple. We don't need no fucking pussies at the fucking helm of this country. And until that changes, nothing else will change.
Well, then
you know
stop.
what?
Neighbor
You know what, Steve?
fucking give you up for whatever crime you're committing.
You know what,
Absolutely.
Steve? I'm gonna play something right now, and
Listen, I got to pee. Don't do anything silly.
It's directly of what you
We
just
won't.
said. Ready? Here's this.
Skill set you bring to the battlefield. Well, I'm good with a gun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. James?
I just watched that today.
Survival skills. I was in the military. I know how to shoot a weapon in hand combat if I have to. I can stick you with a knife and not, cry about it. We're laughing about sticking people with a knife, but okay. Lansing, what skills? Leadership. Leadership? Yeah, I just feel there's going to need to be some leaders. Bo, what skills do you have? Critical thinking. Yeah, for all of the rebels here, we have a leader and a critical thinker. This is what the blue side is. The Civil War is tomorrow.
I just watched that a little while ago.
Yeah.
And it cracked me up. Critical thinking?
Critical thinking, a good leadership.
You do need planners and thinkers, though. But not on the front line. Yeah, that's funny. I just dove in up to my ankles in the Revolutionary War and all the stuff that led up to it. But the final straw was they said, you're going to do what we tell you, and we're coming to take your weapons. That's what fired it off.
Mm-hmm.
There are enough cowards in this country right now. The younger people and those who buy what they hear, hook, line, and sinker. There is going to be another civil war, and
Unfortunately,
that's why there's so many foreigners coming over. We got our hands full on a lot of fronts.
You'll never convince me that it's not an invasion right now.
Right.
All these people coming into this country illegally through the fences and stuff, they're all like 18 to 30 some years old. They're all males. There's no children. There's no kid. There's no women. It's all fighting age males. And if you look, I've seen tons of videos online where people are coming across and they're hiding their faces and stuff, or they're wearing masks and stuff.
I've heard that
those are soldiers. Those are soldiers sent from other countries over here for sleeper cells. Those are terrorist organizations doing that shit.
They have caught so many people that have been on the terrorist watch list that it's uncountable now.
I believe it.
And a lot of people, not me necessarily, instead of see it as an invasion, they see it as a target-rich environment. Just saying.
Well, you got the Democratic Party that wants to open the borders because they want to let everybody in and give those people free health care and free school and free this in order to get the vote, in order to keep their vote and stay in office and keep power. That's the whole reason why we have an immigration problem right now.
Ohio.
And the Democratic Party wants to let people in that will possibly vote for them.
Ohio, you just told a big fib. They are not going to give them free health care and stuff because Democrats or the libtards above Democrats are all right. It's them ones that other step above they make promises and dangle the carrot on a stick, and then they never come through.
Well, they make you believe that you will. It's
Yeah.
just like it's and I don't just like they've done to the blacks in America for 60 years.
Yeah,
Is
promises.
they only care about the blacks every 4 years when it's time to vote.
Absolutely.
And then once the voting's over and they win their election and they get their position, they tend to forget, and they're like, "Oh crap, 4 years is almost up. We better start catering to the blacks again." And a lot of blacks in America have seen that and have woke up and realized that the Democratic Party is not the party for them.
And the big proof of that was
vote for a certain party just because of their skin color.
And the big proof of that is the big, huge letdown from Obama.
Mm-hmm.
He had a black president, and he didn't do shit for his people.
No, Donald Trump did more for black Americans than any president ever.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of them are real, and a lot of the black population in America is actually waking up to that and finding out the truth about it.
Lowest unemployment in minority history.
Even Snoop Dogg has come around. Did you see that?
Holy crap.
Do you remember when Snoop Dogg did the music video of him like holding the gun to the fake Donald Trump and like doing the thing? And it was a big controversy. Well, they interviewed Snoop Dogg the other day, and he said, "Hey, he did this for the blacks. He did this for criminal reform or whatever.
Out of jail for bullshit charges.
Yeah, stuff like that." And he's like, "I ain't got no issues with Donald Trump. Donald Trump's stand up man. Now he didn't say he was going to vote for him, but he said he doesn't have no issues with him, and he actually said, "Hey, were you better off 4 years ago, or are you better off now?" And that's what you have to ask yourself. 4 or 5 years ago, were you better off, or can you honestly say you were better off now? I mean, I love paying fucking $3 or $4 a gallon for gas.
You're racist. You're a bigot.
$17 for a package of chicken. I love $17 chicken breasts. Right. I love paying fucking $4 or $5 for a box of cereal. I love paying $3.99 per gallon of milk. I love it. Fuck, I can. Who wants mean tweets and affordable food? Not me.
Time out. Gig riding. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hope things are well, kid. Go ahead.
Welcome back, Mike.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I woke my wife up. Thanks, Ohio.
Yeah. Well, sorry. I want.
She wants to know who the person I'm arguing with over the Revolutionary War is.
Who wants
to know the history? It says, babe, That's
past. That's past, Mike. We saw that when you were gone.
I go, babe. I goes, it's somebody from fucking Ohio trying to tell me about Massachusetts shit. What the fuck do you want me to tell you?
3%.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Look it up. I mean,
I don't have to look it up. It wasn't over. It wasn't that. It wasn't a single thing that was over.
I didn't say it was. I said that's when it started. That's when it started. It popped off.
Really?
At Concord or whatever the fuck you say. Concord. C-O-N-C-O-R-D. Concord.
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 Dish, tell them.
I had a long night.
Dish, tell these people to go fuck themselves.
We're done here.
But yeah, I mean, no, I don't. Who wants a $600 AK? Not me. I want to pay $1,200 for something that was $600 4 years ago.
Well, see, there's the difference. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be able to own one. How's that sound? See, I don't give a fuck if there was $3,000. I just want the opportunity to have one. Do you understand what I'm saying here now? Huh?
That's awesome.
Good. Had to work Friday last week, but damn good. Excellent. You didn't miss much as I didn't do a fucking chat gear, so. But you know what? As you well know, money's more important than. I had to stop. The only person I'm still paying is Dish. So.
Oh, she's on salary, huh?
No, she's under contract.
Yeah.
She's under contract. Not true. You want permission to own one, right? Yeah, no shit. You know what? AK don't even do it any phone. I'd rather have it. I'd rather have an AR. Sorry. And I want one of those fucking 410 revolving rifles. Oh my god. My kid brother fucking calls me the other day and he goes, "Hey, you know they got a 410 revolver?" I says, "Yeah, I saw that video a long time ago." He goes, "No way." I goes, "Oh yeah, dude, it's on YouTube." He says, "Yeah, he's some fucking guy that talks funny." He goes, "Yeah, he's down in Tennessee somewhere, right?" So it's always
Isn't that called the Judge or something? Or
yeah, I forget what it's called, but it's really
I love
fucking
the Judge.
cool looking though. And see, there's what I'm jealous too because he can hunt with that. I can't. I can't hunt bird with fucking more than 3 fucking shots in it. You know, apparently in Tennessee you can't because he said he was going to go bird hunting with it, or turkey hunting with it. I can't.
nobody in this country can hunt migratory birds with more than 3 shots.
Well, you saw that same video I did, right? Of what's his name down there in Tennessee? What the fuck is his name? Ohio. What's his name? What's the guy in Tennessee's name there? The gun guy. The
Hootie who?
Hootie who? Yeah.
Hootie who?
Hootie who? What is it? Hootie who? Whatever his name is.
I'm not sure.
He said he was going to have his son take that gun, and it's a 5-shot fucking.
Well, I don't think a turkey is considered a migratory bird.
No, Canadian geese are.
Yeah, geese, ducks,
Well,
woodcock.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't have when we go turkey hunt. We have to have, I believe, only 3. I have to put my stopper, which is right here.
Right. Yeah, don't forget that or you'll get in trouble.
But even the turkey hunt, I can only have 3. Here,
Really?
I believe. I think I had 3 that one time that I went turkey on fucking years ago. I think I only had 3 in there.
Look it up, Dish.
Dish, you get the fast fingers.
I'm sorry. I was reading comments. I wasn't even listening. I'm sorry.
How?
I knew you weren't listening when I said cock and your eyebrows didn't go up.
Well, it's because, see, now if you said Mikey's, then she would have meant what?
What are you trying to look up?
You actually call that thing a cock? Come on. Wiener, maybe?
No, I call that fucking a unit. Total package.
Has its own zip code.
Fucking yes. That's cool.
Oh, right gear.
Jezzo, you know what you should do, bro? You should go fishing out on Pushaw Lake for me. Do a video and send it to me. I'll get Jerry doing a fucking video.
I read sack on a keychain, and I'm thinking, weren't we just talking about truck nuts? They have them on.
There you go, Mikey. I took the time to check it out for you.
What's that?
On April 18th, 1775.
I know what date it was. I'm not an idiot.
Hang on, let me finish. Hundreds of British troops marched from Boston to nearby Concord,
I know.
Massachusetts, in order to seize arms.
He was there.
Oh, you were there?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me closely. Prior to that, now here's what I want you to look up. What was that date?
I am not
What was that date?
disagreeing with
April
you at
18,
all.
1775. Now,
Listen,
do me a favor.
take the khakis out of your fucking ear.
Dish, do me a favor, sweetheart. Just do me a favor, sweetie, please, before I go
Yeah.
absolutely bonkers. Look up the Boston Massacre, please, and tell
That
me
was
what
way
date
before.
and
Yes,
year
I
it is.
am.
It was
Mikey,
what?
I did not listen.
It was
I
what?
did not. Shut the fuck up for a fucking
It
second.
was
Jesus
before that.
Christ.
1770.
Thank
See you
you.
guys. I'm done.
Good.
Bye.
Aw.
Stop crying. All I'm trying to explain to you is it wasn't over one. The Revolutionary War did not start. Yes, it started April 18th, 1775. No shit. No shit. And I also know that it's with the about the guns. Yes, but guess what? Guess what? Those weren't the first shots fired in the Revolutionary War, is what I'm trying to say. There was a whole buildup, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you. There was a whole buildup. There was a bunch of reasons why we had a Revolutionary War. It wasn't just over arms. The Boston Massacre occurred. They shot, 4 or 5 redcoats. The plaque's still in Boston. Of course, they changed the wording now to read near this spot, not at this spot. You know? But that's all I was trying to explain to you. You're not going to sit here and tell me that, it all started because they were going to take our guns. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. That was a part of it, yes. It didn't just start over that. And that's all I was trying to explain to you. And you want to leave, goodbye. I don't give a fuck. Told you, I was in a good mood.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm not bringing you up. You got a lot of fucking balls. I'm not bringing you up. No. Because now you pissed me off. And you're just going to argue with me now because I am. I'm pissed off. 3.5 inch shell. My 535 only holds 4 anyways. Really? How come? What's the math behind that? Somebody explain it to me in English. Stevie, Dish, somebody.
Math behind what?
Joe B says with his 3.5 inch shells, his 535 only holds 4.
Because they're a half inch longer than a
It should still.
2 3/4 and then 3.5.
So they don't make it up. They don't make up the difference to have it always hold 5.
No.
Okay.
Some guns do, some guns
Well,
don't.
that's what-
But that gun wouldn't be legal to hunt with.
Well, no. I understand that it's not legal to hunt with the 5 for the bird. I get that. What I'm saying is that like your shotgun takes 3-inch shells, correct?
Yes.
Okay, as does mine. Dish. Right. So this is my point is that
With the 3 inch and the 2 3/4 inch, that little bit
they
doesn't
make
make a
it
difference.
so you can fit it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But with the 3.5 inch, it takes up too much.
They don't allow the 1/2 inch for each shell.
Otherwise, your tube would be out past the barrel.
Yeah, you'd have a 20. Yeah, you'd have a.
And then you could put one extra 2 3/4 inch one in there.
Right. Yeah.
But they make the little short shells now, and you can put a shit ton of those in there. Just saying. As long as your gun will eat them.
I gotta go fire my shot. I haven't fired my shotgun in probably. What are we in February? I probably haven't fired my shotgun since May.
Jay Watt.
That's okay, Jay. What? That's fine. I don't care who's. I'm not looking for somebody being on my side, and I don't care who's on Ohio's side. It's just it is what it is. It's history. That's all I'm trying to explain. That's it. That's it.
Yes, but all he was trying to explain was that was the major kickoff point where we started fighting back. That little killing 3 soldiers down on the thing wasn't shit.
That, the Boston Tea Party, there was a shit ton of things that happened prior to that fucking fight.
Yes, but
at Lexington and Concord.
We did not completely open up on them until they decided to take our firearms and make us useless.
But don't you remember? It was the how does it read? It reads.
It all started with them basically taking our trees and our lumber and not allowing us to sell to other countries and shit.
Right. And then
they wanted to control everything, and we said no. What
was the thing for the taxes? How was it worded? It was the
taxation without representation.
Right. Okay. And I always make fun of that. It's true, right? Because that's what the whole Boston Tea Party was set on, and they will go it against the English, obviously, right?
They said, fuck you.
So it wasn't the Boston Massacre. So there's 2 incidents. All I'm saying was plenty of incidents that were brought up prior to the 18th of February. I mean, the 18th of April. That's all I was trying to explain. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. But all he was trying to say,
the 18th of April did not kick it off. The massacre kicked it off. The Tea Party kicked it off. This kicked it off. That kicked it off, and then that was the last hurrah. You know what I mean? That was the.
But we did not come together as an independent party in mass, which, by the way, they were still only 3% until they tried to take our firearms. Number one thing, we all would have starved to death without the firearms.
But to get back to the taxes,
if
you look into the history of it.
Oh, it's long. It's long.
No. I mean, we all know, you know. So after that fight at Lexington and all that, right? We got our freedom back in '76 and all that, right?
Bingo, our boy, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to fucking spit out. I couldn't. Here's the funny part, right?
Shoot, man.
What was the first thing that the fucking new United States government or the new Massachusetts, because they used to, actually I still think we do. I still think we live under the fucking, because the first constitution was actually the Massachusetts Constitution, you know, not for nothing. And I think sometimes they still refer to it in courtrooms and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's maritime law, isn't it? What?
But I don't believe so, Steve. I mean, I don't. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I know that they still live under the because technically, Massachusetts isn't even a state; it's a commonwealth. Technically,
well, that's what we all were in the beginning. Right. The Commonwealth of.
But they never say the state of like when you're watching the news, it's always the Commonwealth. You know what I'm saying? So I think Virginia is one. Not Pennsylvania. I think they're all on the East Coast. Anyways, what was I going to say? What was I saying?
We're talking about law in Massachusetts law. The original Constitution.
Yep, but before that, what was I? Fuck me. Oh, so everything's formed, we're all free now and everything like that. And what's the first thing the government does? They raise taxes on tobacco and booze.
Yes, but that was
the truth
of the war.
It's the truth. I swear to God. Look it up. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
It's Jay Watt. It's a state, yes, but I'm just saying there's who I think I want to say there's 3 states that actually go by the Commonwealth. How do I look this up? Let me see. What if I do it this way? What states?
Are you going to bring Ohio back up?
He's not down. He's not in here anymore.
I know, but if he shows up, are you going to bring him back up?
I might. Okay, so Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. So there's 4 of us. All share the distinction of being known as commonwealths. Does this name come with any unique attributes that set 4 states apart from the rest? In short, no. There is no difference between these commonwealths and the other 46 U.S. states. But the 4 of us are known as commonwealths.
Yeah. Have you ever looked at a map at the size of the states back then? They were.
Yeah.
They went from the coast all the way to the Mississippi River.
Well, and here's what
Commonwealths.
Here's what I don't understand. And I probably said this before on here. Jezo can tell you too. Massachusetts, this big with the fucking arm for Cape Cod, right? Used to own. Good night, Boyd.
Night, Boyd.
Maine. The
Yeah,
state
when
of Maine.
they gave them chunk of it.
They gave them the state of Maine. Now, here's the funny part. A lot of people think this, but it's not true. And trust me on it. Massachusetts and Maine do not touch. There is exactly 16 miles from the New Hampshire Mass line to the Maine border. All right. Right on, Jay Watt. So here's my thing. We had Maine, but how the fuck did New Hampshire get this much in between Maine and Maine and Massachusetts? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And obviously Massachusetts was here before New Hampshire, so was incorporated and all that before New Hampshire.
There's a show out there on YouTube how states got their shape, and the guy's pretty thorough on that stuff.
I just wish that it was like Massachusetts was like Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, like that big, and Massachusetts. You know what I mean? Throw in Rhode Island and Connecticut. Get rid of 50 states and just have, you know what I'm saying? That'd be cool if I had a giant state like it'd be like as big as Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we don't want to let you Easterners have that much power. God forbid.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I could have hunted everywhere.
We'd all be
We
drinking.
could have.
Oh.
We'd be calling the Rooster County the UP. Oh no, we probably still talk funny. Well, what's really weird is that is what's her name? Kitty still here?
Vanessa.
What's
your name, Kitty?
She'll tell you. She'll tell you as soon as you get close to any border of Southern Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, the people in Massachusetts talk differently. As soon as you get east of the like Worcester,
The
Mass,
Bostonians.
and go towards Boston, then you all talk like me. Except for my kids.
I think heavier accent than you even.
Yeah, you go in Boston. You go in Boston and like Charlestown.
What the
You go
fuck
like
you
in-
just say?
Oh, you go in Charlestown and it's they talk. They have a wicked fucking Mass accent, like real.
Should
bad.
you go to the UP in Michigan? They sound like they're from Canada or Wisconsin or something.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
It's cool.
Right.
Yeah, you go to like did I didn't, yes I did. I just didn't open it. Like
Take
the
a trip to
Bucknell
Detroit.
Yeah.
Woo.
I want to fucking visit Detroit.
And the thing is, in Detroit, it has nothing to do with white and black. I know white people from Detroit that talk. You can tell they're from Detroit.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
That's a shame. I was told that was such a beautiful fucking city. Actually, I mean, it still is, but I was told that it was a better city. But a
spot about that big in Detroit is decent, right around the stadium.
Yeah, but they said that. But they said that that wasn't the people that did that. A kid that I used to work with about, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, lived out there. He made the mistake of living out here, and he was telling me that his dad would tell him that a lot of the politics out there caused a lot of that. He said,
"Oh, sure it did. Promises from Democrats, and they were stealing from the city for years."
He said it, and it just fucking
once. The Democrats stole so much from that city over the years, ever since I can remember, that when the garbage trucks quit picking up your trash and it just makes big, huge piles out in front of your house and down the neighborhood, people just get to the point where they don't give a shit no more. You know, when the water's coming out of your faucet brown because the water company isn't doing their job because they're broke, people don't give a shit no more. It's the politicians killed Detroit.
He says his father said that fucking city was just absolutely fucking beautiful.
It was. There's still spots down there where they preserve these beautiful brownstone homes and stuff, and it looks like it's out of the storybook.
Yeah.
And then you go 2 blocks over and it's burnt down shambles and
bedlam. Yeah. Really, Jay Watt? Thank you. We're gonna have to go see Dish do
that. Free water for everybody when you walk in the door.
Right.
We'll have to go see. Check out Dish's channel.
Flint still hasn't recovered either, Mike.
Yeah, I heard. Every once in a while, I'll read something about it. You know, it'll be like online or whatever. Or I'll be watching something on TV, and they'll say something about the water in Flint. That's still trucking in fucking water to these people. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's another city. I've delivered there quite a bit, and 1 block looks right nice, and then you go over 2 blocks, and it's total.
Now, do they buy it from the surrounding towns?
I think
the town I grew up in,
you kind of just take it and then pay them a little.
Well, the town I grew up in, Wilmington, Mass. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie with was it Travolta? No. Who played the lawyer? Did Travolta play a lawyer, or did what's his fucking name? The guy that starred in Splash. No, John Candy's dead, so it's not him.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Did Tom Hanks? Was Tom Hanks might have been a patient. Anyways, They did this thing remember when Tom Hanks was sick in the thing and he was in court? Okay, whatever the name of that movie was,
Philadelphia.
Yeah, it was about the. Am I right about the assumption of that was the bad water in the city of Woburn, Mass, that gave cancer to a lot of people?
I think he had AIDS in Philadelphia.
All right, so it's a different movie. Yeah, because Denzel was a lawyer.
Aaron Brockovich.
Right. Denzel was the lawyer in that one, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's not that one. But anywho, so Stevie, right? So
J-Watt got it.
they would buy, thank you. They would buy
You got first. You got
water from us, right?
Because I'm so far from
Because they couldn't. There's still parts of that town you just can't drink the water,
Right.
because that's how bad these two companies were responsible for the fucking the contamination. But around here, anyways, I don't know about you guys. How about you guys? You know, Shalisa, Steve, everybody here. Raise your hand if you. Now, I'm not talking about being up north drinking out of an artesian. Okay, I'm talking about being at home in the suburbs, in the city, wherever you live. Do you drink tap water?
I do, because I'm on a well. I'm on a well.
All right, so you don't count because that's still like an artesian, so that doesn't count. Who drinks public water out of the public water supply? Raise your hand.
I wouldn't if I lived
Really?
in the city.
I won't take a drop of it. It's not that it's not Flint, Michigan. Don't misunderstand me, but it's
still full of bleach and chlorine.
It's
and
just a fear. I don't know.
Fluoride
every day.
I buy water by the gallon, and from what I understand, bottled water has like billions of microplastics floating around in it, which would be the same for pop, I would imagine.
I just seen a thing about the American cheese.
Yeah.
Because of the blending process and stuff, they open the wrappers and put it under a microscope. Holy crap, you wouldn't believe the plastic in, like Kraft and government cheese, and it's full of ground up plastic. Really? Yeah, it sucks because I like it once in a while.
Fucking J-Watt. Fucking J-Watt.
Now, see, Flint used to buy water from Detroit.
Yep.
And how it got all fucked up is the government there wanted to save some money, so they shut that off and started sucking water out of the river, Flint River, which is polluted. And it dissolved the lead that in the pipes because it was too acidy. They didn't set up a treatment plant to bring the acidity down, and it dissolved the existing lead that was coated and safe before.
A few years ago, we had the water department come through and dig everything up and figure out what kind of pipes we had connected from our house to our city pipes. And luckily for me, I've got copper.
Right on. Cool. It's either copper or plastic nowadays, mostly plastic, which I really don't trust either.
At some point, I'm sure you'll have cast in there somewhere.
Well,
not like a full run, but I'm sure that there's a length of cast in there.
With the leaded joints.
Yeah.
But they say with normal water, that gets like a crust over it. The calcium will get over it, and it protects it from getting in the water, as long as the water doesn't become acidic.
Right.
I remember in New Orleans digging up people's front yards and shit and redoing their water and literally pulling lead pipe out. It's like, hey, how Roman? We didn't learn nothing from the Romans. What?
Do you know this? I was told it's every state, but then I said there's no way it's gotta be federal. It's gotta be a federal law. But people tell me it goes different by each state, which I think is disgusting. It should be federal law. But anywho, the water treatment plants can let out X amount of sewage in the rivers, per. There's a mathematical equation. Please don't ask me to give it to you because I have no fucking clue.
Yep.
But it's some percentage of whatever. And so I'm on this Facebook page about fishing the Merrimack River in Methuen and Drake, where I live. And a bunch of people who aren't on it, or they're on it, but they're like, oh, I wouldn't take nothing out of that fucking river. Well, guess what? I've eaten fish out of that river and I'm still here. I'm not glowing. I don't have any fucking, you know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't get
Because I look, well, here's what I do though. I also go on the Massachusetts fishing
the fish
fishing
advisory.
game, and it says from where you're fishing to, you know, from this dam to that dam or this that right. It tells you what you can eat, what you can't eat. So I eat what's not on the list. And last year there was only 2 fish you couldn't eat out of that fucking river. One was bass and one was splake, which I don't think splake really live in that river, but they say it's in there, so who am I to fucking say there isn't? But I caught the black crappie out of there. I ate them because it wasn't on the list.
Right. Just to let you know, it's not an instant like eat it and die.
No, I know that.
So if you live to you're 104, you're gonna feel the results, pal.
You know, but you know what? I everywhere you go, there isn't really, unless it's a natural spring in the ground. You're not drinking. You're not fishing out of good water. So
you got to watch your natural springs too, because you have to have them tested. You can't assume it's good water because there's arsenic in the ground, and that spring could be bubbling right through that arsenic.
And for us around here, it's the fucking mercury.
We had a spring over here just east of town that people used to come to and fill up water jugs for miles. Later in years, they discovered that pipe that came out of the side of this big hill. It used to be a landfill and a cow farm.
Oh no!
Well, how'd that taste?
Everybody's saying that's the best tasting water.
How that didn't stink is beyond me.
So you got to test all your water nowadays. I mean, we got a river here, including the river valley, the Tittabawassee River.
Yep.
In a big giant area, thanks to Dow Chemical Company, they don't recommend you even eat a squirrel out of that whole river valley. It is that polluted.
Wow.
And it's mainly PCBs.
So, yeah. So this river I'm on, they say it's the people make fun if you go fishing after it rains, because I guess after it rains is not a good thing.
Well, part of the sewage treatment plant thing, they have a backup emergency flood plan.
Right.
So if it rains so hard that shit's starting to flow over, literally, they can pump it in the river to stop it from flowing into the town. Lesser of two evils, I guess.
We have high water, but it's never going to come over that. You know what I mean? It's not
right.
I mean, they regulate the dam level and all that, so it's just, I don't know. And then the lakes and ponds and stuff, they're even up in Maine, they're saying that now that they're asking. So for guys, it's different because we're not childbearing. So,
right.
For guys, it's different, but they're saying now if they stock it, you can eat all the stock fish you want, which doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going along with it.
Stocked fish?
Yes.
Yeah, because they haven't been in the river their whole life.
Correct. However, once they're in the lake for 2 years, aren't they going to be the same as the fish that are already in there eating the same mercury they are?
They accumulate the mercury in their bodies from being tiny, small, eating the amoebas and stuff. and then they eat minnows, and then over 4 years of eating minnows, the stuff builds up. So
because there's the lake I'm on in New Hampshire. They're looking for people, and it's not a very big lake, but
the
they're
lake
looking for
trout
people.
one,
They're looking for people to fish different parts of the lake, and record where your catch is, and then take the fish, call the biologist, and let them do their thing, because they want to measure to see, because they're finding that they'll have like a lake, name a lake, but certain parts of that lake, the mercury levels are not good, but other parts of that lake, they're standard okay. You know what I mean?
right?
Which to me doesn't make sense, because if the mercury is falling from the sky, how does it fall uneven and put more over here but less over it?
A lot of mercury came from the logging industry.
And
They used
but it must filter itself. I don't know. I mean,
No, they used to coat the end of the logs with mercury, and also from the gold industry, so they would float longer. And that's how a lot of the mercury got into the water. The other stuff is rain and this, that, and the other.
yeah.
But the gold industry used mercury for years.
Yeah, gold prospecting is rough on everything. Hell, look
Third
at all
world
that strip
countries.
mining they used to do. Jeez, oh Pete.
Some people are still doing it.
Yeah, whoops. It's the mirror. Well, we used to all use mercurochrome back in the day, and that's a mercury based. It was mercury, alcohol, and something else. And we used to put it on our cuts, which put mercury directly into your body.
Right.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that'll heal you.
miracle
Kill you
cure.
one.
Just when I was fishing, she put the fish in the freezer. But they wouldn't freeze.
They thawed out the whole freezer.
You'll know when Dish goes ice fishing.
whoa.
She's gonna do a video.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but you have to watch mercury levels in all the rivers that they floated logs down, all the lakes they landed in.
But even some of them around here that never did all that, they're still telling us the mercury levels are high.
Yeah, I think we'd all be surprised at how much heavy metals we have in our blood systems.
Yeah.
You know.
And now they're spraying aluminum in the air. Or they have been for years and years.
Aluminum, barium. You can taste it in the air.
I swear.
It's got that metallic taste in the back of your nose, back of your throat.
Yeah, no, it's all weird. It's all.
Gear.
Yep.
It's like I try to explain to
My sister had an old mercury I loved, man. It had that flat back window that went down.
I tried to explain it to one of the children at work. I don't know, about 3 weeks ago or so, whatever the hell it was. I said,
Shows how smart we used to have lead in our gasoline, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Didn't learn nothing from the Romans, did we?
I had my buff on because I had a cold. And he goes, "What do you have, COVID?" I go, "What are you, a fucking idiot?" And I said, "No." He said, "Why are you wearing your mask there?" I says, "Well, because I have a cold." And I says, "I want to breathe in all this shit that's fucking on this dock." He goes, "What are you talking about?" I goes, "Go in the office and grab a mask. Hurry up." He goes, "Okay." I said, "Now listen, you go in the bathroom or something, you're going to wash, whatever. Don't take your glove or your hand and take your glove off." And then he says, "Why?" He says, "Because I'm trying to prove a point. Or just take the mask off like this, over your ears, with your eye." He says, "Yeah." I says, "Do it that way, but you don't do it to the end of the night till you leave." He says, "All right." So we're all in the fucking driver's room. I say, "Hey, take your mask off and look at it."
That nice dark ring.
Looks at the fucking thing. He's like, "Oh." I goes, "Yeah, now you take that mask off. Where do you think all that shit's going right now?" Right? straight in your fucking nose, into your mouth, without you even knowing it. I said, so when you have a chest cold, you know it because you're fucking heaving it all back up again.
Yeah.
I said, so I don't want it in there. I says, I says, it's bad enough I smoke like a fucking chimney. I says, I don't need to fucking add to it,
This time of year, the back of my nose gets raw from all that salt dust on the road when they dry out. Oh, man. Way in the back. It just kind of...
Yeah, it looks like they painted the fucking parking lots. No, they didn't. Don't worry. It's not snow either.
Yeah.
You move a fucking vehicle and you think you're out in the desert somewhere, in July or something, right? And it's just a fucking cloud of fucking salt dust goes by.
Gear.
Never ending game if you get some spark spray.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody can hear who did it because of the background noise.
The one good thing about driving forklift, I could just drive right off and get away from the smell.
Yeah, but that's called crop dusting. When you drive. A half a minute later, somebody's going, "What the hell?"
I think it's a good time for me to leave. Beep, beep.
I always called it a drive-by.
I love one ripping a fucking elevator one time. There was about fucking 10 people in the elevator.
Oh, damn, you couldn't hold it, could you?
We're going out. And we're a lot like, I'm looking at the thing. The first person getting up still had to go up 5 floors, 6 floors, or whatever, right? And everybody else is like close, like 11, 12 floor or something, you know what I'm saying? And I let the most quietest thing rip. And I nudged my wife, and she's like, "What?" I go, and she's like, "What?" And then she finally knew what I was saying because she could smell it. She put her fucking head down, and I'm telling you what, it was a fucking gagger. It was bad. I think I probably had about 4 or 5 fucking deviled eggs and fucking
Oh, no.
Yeah.
right.
Luke.
And it's just nice and no, you couldn't hear it. It was just a.
Yeah, but
I tell you, dude,
you feel,
it was disgusting.
Silent but deadly.
when you feel that heat wave coming out, you better get that out of there. Oh, that one was a little hot. Let's go.
We get up out of the elevator, and I'm like, God damn, I don't know who farted, babe, but that was disgusting. As soon as the doors closed, she's fucking hitting me. She goes, "What the fuck died inside you?" I'm like, babe, I don't know. She says, "Those fucking damn pickled fucking eggs you eat."
Didn't you make a video making those?
I did. I love pickled eggs.
Sticking his arm in there, stirring them up.
Well, like the other night, I finished the fucking pickle jar, right? It's got that much fucking pickle juice in it. So
in there.
Camera girl sitting right beside me. And I went like this. And she looks right at me and goes, "You better save me some." I said, "Here you go." And my wife's looking at us going, "You guys are just fucking
That's
wrong."
supposed to be good for you.
Oh, geez, man, I love it.
Gear.
I would go to help.
Damn, bro.
Tramps.
You be killing somebody.
Yep.
My dad used the worst. Hams beer. Every time he brought home a 6-pack or a 12-pack of hams, we'd all evacuate the house for the weekend. That stuff was nasty.
I had to stay away from my mother if she ever had McDonald's. Man, if my mom ever had onions, you just,
Oh, Lord.
oh man.
It's the sulfur.
It's funny how it goes certain ways, you know.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I don't know if I can see that video. I'm using the pop-out chat.
What video is that? Is that probably
You making pickled eggs?
all right. That's an old video.
Ooh, look at that stainless steel side by side. Man, you must be rich.
Yeah, it's gone now. They wanted 1750 or 1780 or something like that to come in and change some motherboard, some this board or whatever, because it was a fucking.
Had a
And I'm
brain
like,
tumor.
hey, babe. She goes, well, let's give me that fucking thing. Give me a refrigerator. But I like this fridge.
Yeah, 1750, you can buy a pretty damn nice brand new fridge. I
Well,
mean,
you see
that's
these
not your
fucking.
run of the mill fridge.
You see these fridges now? These fucking things. Your milk is low. What? It tells you on the thing, on your, digital fucking milk
Yeah.
low, juice is low, fucking what? So I'm looking at the price of them, $6,200. Oh, babe, who the fuck is gonna buy a fridge for $6,200 fucking dollars? That's just stupid.
Some people make more money and they know what to do with.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Disposable money.
So how old's that? That video's got to be fucking 6 years old.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Would have been 2018, 2018.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's an old one. I didn't even get to do the. I labeled this fucking chat to people of YouTube. We always get talking about fucking politics and everything else, and it pisses me off. But one of these nights, obviously we can't do it tonight, but
He's putting your whole library out there.
I couldn't sleep last night, and I was just thinking about all the fucking people that used to be on. You know what I mean? All the people that used to be on here and stuff, and not so much the chats, but
Right.
just on YouTube in general. And holy shit, is there a list of them that I don't see on here anymore?
Yeah, I'm sad to say Paul Harrell isn't doing very well right now.
Who?
Paul Harrell. Gun Channel. He always wears the brown Carhartt jacket. And he's got this dry sense of humor that just cracks me up.
I don't think I know him.
Oh, he's huge. Just got to 1 million subscribers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a big campaign for him.
I'm trying to think of the dish. Who was the guy? Remember years ago? He used to come to your former boss's place there, and he had he was like a gun channel. We did news though about it and stuff like that.
Paul Harvey?
No. I thought his name was still in my
It's kind of like all the dead people's phone numbers I still have on my phone.
Oh, I can't tell you. I've got about 5.
I scroll through and it's like, I can't delete that.
I can never bring myself to do it.
Gear said Jen.
No, Jen did hers though.
Jedi.
Dish is mad at me now.
Jen does.
I wish I had a list of my. See, on my TV, it'll give me a list of the people that I am sub to. It doesn't really give me that here. Oh yeah, yes it does. Not Two Brothers. Actually, I think that if you don't, see, that's I fucking touched it. I didn't want to. Anyways, there's just a shit ton of people that
On a lighter note, I got a promotion at work.
That's the bomb.
Congratulations.
I got my own very own toilet paper dispenser.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's like a big deal. Those things are coveted.
Living it up.
That's awesome.
Yay, we don't have to buy toilet paper anymore. Get the big giant roll about that bigger.
Right, yeah.
One ply.
I was just gonna say that
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really crappy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I began with a B. Let me see this for a second.
They do pop right open if you abuse them. Here.
BC Truck BC. Remember him?
Oh yeah.
I thought, you still around, ain't
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
he? I had to quit him when he was drunk working on his lathe. That's like, I can't take it no more. I quit. Damn near hurt himself. I was like, I can't watch that.
Uh-oh.
I wonder why women live longer than men.
You know why? You know why, guys? Yeah, but you know why? You know why men go? You know why? You know why men die before their wives? Because they want to.
That and in the middle of the night, honey, I heard a noise. Go check it out. Dear.
Blue A2. Remember Blue?
Yep.
The other kid, his name's not on here anymore, Dish, but it was. I forget guns. No, not guns. Guns and something. He had a gun show similar to like Jen, and he would stand there and talk to you about stuff like that.
Okay.
But Brian Go Killer, my man.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all the people that Brian Teenan's back, by the way. Remember Brian Teenan Outdoors?
Oh yeah, yep.
He's back. He just did a what do you call it? He's back on YouTube.
I didn't know he was back on YouTube, but I see him on Facebook quite a bit.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I really wish the people on Facebook that I have on YouTube would tell me their real name so I could, because people send me invites all the time. I'm like, if you don't want to tell me.
I put a thing on there, said, tell me your YouTube name so I know who the fuck you are before I
Exactly.
get you on my Facebook.
You know what I still have on here, Dish? Caregiver 7751.
TLM.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's unbelievable the people that's still on my thing. Central Oregon, what do you call it?
All right, it's past 1 o'clock.
Is it really? All right, we gotta get out of here. Steve, you doing a chat tomorrow night?
I never know anymore. God dang it. If I feel right, I will.
All right, and Shalisa, you doing one on Sunday night?
Yes.
So, folks, Stevie doesn't know if he's going to do a chat tomorrow night. If he does, it'll probably be around 10ish. So
I'll try to make it a little earlier, but
that'd be cool. But look for your notification. If not, just go to Stevie's page around that time, and because sometimes the notifications suck. I've been having an issue with Meet Me Outside, Craig, and his. I just had to binge watch like 6 of his fucking videos because I'm not getting notifications from people that I like hear, or you know what I mean. I'm getting from like people that like Brian T and Outdoors hasn't been on YouTube, and I can't tell you how many years. You can ask Dish, and I got a notification that he was back on fucking YouTube.
oh, if anybody's interested, Dave from Trapping World is now all of a sudden making videos again after 2 years, over 2 years.
See,
And just like nothing, just throws up a video, no explanation or nothing to me.
but anywho, Listen, we're gonna get out of here. So Sunday night, what time there, Shalisa?
8 o'clock
8 o'clock Sunday night on
Eastern time.
Yeah,
Eastern
Eastern.
on Shalisa's, and a little bit before 10 on Stevie's. And if we don't, we'll see you on Shalisa's. And then if not, hopefully, with any luck, you'll see us all back here. Yes, Ohio will be back next Friday night. So relax. All right.
No
And we'll
kiss and
see you-
makeup on video.
Oh, no, there'll be no kissing. There'll be no making.
Don't
All
put
right. So, but anywho, we're out of here. See you later.
Hey,
Thank you,
Shalisa,
Ray.
congratulations. No food talk.
That's right.